time for Eudora High School Athletics. On your new home for Cardinal sports, Eudora Sports Live. Eudora Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance. They have Kansas covered with 23 companies to give you the best choices possible. Learn more at kansasins.com. Eudora Sports Live is also presented by It's time for Eudora High School Athletics. On your new home for the Cardinals, Eudora Sports Live.
Welcome in here to Eudora Sports Live, coming live to you from Paola, Kansas, in for doubleheader action here. Lady Cardinals and Cardinals have got a game tonight in what is the halfway point of their 5-game road stretch. Here, the third game of that, of course. And to put it bluntly, if you look on paper, you would hope that the Cardinals come away with a sweep tonight, winning both games. But, of course, all sports, basketball especially, never foregone conclusions. I would say that the Lady Cardinals are in a little more danger, as the Paola Lady Panthers have 3 wins on the season, while their boys basketball team is still looking for their first win. Hopefully the boys Cardinals team does not eat that donut, as it were, and become the first team to fall to the Paola Panthers boys basketball team. When we are back, it'll be your pregame show. Keep it here on Eudora Sports Live. We've got doubleheader action for you.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Save the Children believes childhood without food is unimaginable. Yet around the world, children are suffering from the worst famine in our lifetime, coupled with conflict, poverty, climate change, and more. Join Save the Children and get fed up. Fed up with the lack of progress. Fed up with the injustice. Learn how you can get involved in the fight against childhood hunger at savethechildren.org/getfedup.
I'm fed up.
We're fed up.
We're fed up.
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Welcome in here to the Cobb Valley State Bank pregame show. Going to be a little bit quick here as we are closing very rapidly in on tip-off here to this girls varsity basketball game. Looking at my information that I've got down here, I went back and watched the previous matchup between these two teams, and threes were a huge part in the Lady Cardinals' victory over the Lady Panthers. It was a 49-20 win earlier this season. It was only the 4th game of the season, that matchup. And we had a lot of fun in that one. Something, though, that makes this game very different is Izzy Brunkow. We recently learned in the game against Wamego, which we did not cover, sustained a likely season-ending injury, which she was playing that sixth man or sixth girl role, as it were, and
And very effective.
She was doing really well. She had player and play of the game moments for us on multiple occasions, and so they're going to be a big lack there, which means that a lot of different players are going to get opportunities, which is fun, but also could mean that there's a potential drop in quality out there on the court. Hopefully not, of course. We'll take another break here while they're announcing starting lineups here on the pregame show.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Apologies for the truncated pregame show here from Cobb Valley State Bank. We'll have a better one before the boys basketball game. But we are just going to get right into this one here. We'll get you starting lineups in a second, but I can tell you now for the Eudora Lady Cardinals, it is unchanged from that lineup that you are used to. The 4 seniors and Bryn Dieterding, of course, being Jayla Erpelding, Kenzie Yoder, Laney Orr, Parker Long, and then the freshman of Dieterding. Here is Parker Long. First possession for the Lady Cards, and she's going to draw a shooting foul, and she will go to the line here early on.
One thing we can mention real quick is you can see the Paola Panther ladies are there in their special pink uniforms on Pink Out Night. They did a couple fundraisers to support the local Miami County Cancer Foundation.
Long misses her first here. She's shooting 63% from the free throw line, so that was a rare occurrence there. And she misses both, so stays at 0 here.
Quick movement down court, jump off her foot, and the Eudora ball.
We can get you 4 of the 5 starters. We've got a mysterious number 3 out there that's not on our roster sheet, but for the Paola Lady Panthers, there's Brillian Wicker, Amanda Pitzer, Abby Ediger, and Audra Downham. 4 of the 5 starters out there. Kenzie Yoder gets her first points here and the first points of the game, which is, she's definitely a player worth highlighting, coming off of an amazing scoring game last matchup against Ottawa where she got 18 points. A really good output from her.
We're going to have a backcourt violation here.
Hot start here for the Lady Cards. Substitution for Paola sees Brylan Wicker come out and Cameron Winterscheid come in. Here is Bryn Dieterding. She took a more passive role last game against Ottawa. Still had a good scoring output of 7 points, but she was much more focused on setting up her teammates, which she did effectively, primarily Kenzie Yoder. And Erpelding gets a swat in at that one, but
loose ball. They're going to call last touch by Eudora and get the Paola Panthers.
Out on Erpelding. It's the right call there. So
aggressive D from the kick here.
The Lady Panthers are 3-12 on the season. They are on a 3-game losing streak following a late January win over Chanute, which itself snapped an 8-game losing streak. Not been a super hot season for the Lady Panthers.
Well, if I remember correctly, the last game that the ladies played here was about 50-20 in favor of the Eudora Cardinals. So We'll see if Paola can improve on that.
There is that mysterious number 3. It was Jocelyn Fuller. She's listed as number 4 here on our roster sheet. And we've lost the feed for you. We'll get that back in just a second. We're working with the Paola Sports Live team here. Good people that they are. Here's Bryn Dieterding.
Nice layup.
And I'll describe that one to you since you didn't see it. Bryn Dieterding got the ball and broke away. It was just her. Laid it up right-handed. In and easy. 6-2 here early on. Sorry about that feed, folks. Working on that.
So the Lady Cards have them on a defensive trap on the baseline. Cardinals are called for a foul on the baseline, going to be inbound by the Lady Panthers.
Foul called against Lainey Orr. First against her.
Inbound to the corner for Paola. Deep corner shot.
Wow.
Three's good.
Long 3 there from Audra Downham. And she gets it. I'm looking at my notes here that I've got from, thankfully from Brendan Bolin from Paola Sports Live. Phenomenal player in all caps is the first note on Audra Downham. Hustler, great shooter, great guard, embraces her role as a leader and scorer.
Bryn was fouled while dribbling to the left-hand side here, so she'll be inbounding under the hoop. See if her team can find the ball. Parker Long has it.
I'll say it one last time. They are working on getting that feed for you. Here is Erpelding, finds Dieterding in the far right corner. She dribbles back behind the three-point line, gets it to Long at the top, and Long drives to the basket, gets it up, and in and then out. And there we've got that feedback for you. It was rebounded nicely there by Winterscheid. So a pretty even start here.
And that three-pointer from the deep corner helped.
Yeah, it was courtesy of that player right there, Audra Downham. She couldn't get that one. Now Fuller has it, and she gets it swiped away by Yoder, who hands it off to Dieterding.
Strong rebound by Yoder, as you'd expect.
Dieterding goes to Erpelding, and now Long wants it from 3, and just a little too short, grabs her own rebound, and then who's that one out off of? It's off of Winterscheid. So Lady Cardinals ball.
Good effort by there to chase her own rebound.
Dieterding finds Yoder on the long inbound. And then a no-look pass for Erpelding, and Erpelding couldn't get that one to go, and then Winterscheid gets another rebound. She is bossing the paint around here early,
Erpelding playing hard defense.
There's Fuller. And Erpelding, there she is, playing that defense just as you highlighted, Kevin.
Slows it down, passes to Parker.
Long gets it to Dieterding. I thought she might have waited too long to do so, but got it to her well. And here is Yoder through contact, and she draws the foul there.
Gonna stay on the floor, looks like.
Oh, nope. No, they say shooting. Interesting. Didn't seem to me that she was afforded the opportunity to shoot, but Lady Cardinals will take that.
Okay, they've changed it now to an inbound. No, changed it back to a shoot. Okay, there we go.
They were discussing which way they wanted that one to go, and in the end, Yoder will get a couple here.
Lady Cards haven't scored in a few minutes, so these points will be nice.
Shooting 60% from the free throw line is Yoder. She gets that first. Then Hannah Keltner. Yes, Hannah Keltner comes in.
One too many on.
Alongside Lucy Giffen. Parker Long comes out, as well as Lainey Orr. Yoder looking for her 4th point here early on, and she will get it. So on target to maybe have another good scoring game, just as she did against Ottawa in that heartbreaking loss only by 2 points, where the Lady Cardinals bested in Ottawa. Here's Fuller. Into the corner for Downham, and Downham wants another corner 3, and man, that was not a bad shot, but didn't go. Erpelding comes up with it.
Luckily, Bryn stayed back to help. Good choice on her part.
And here she is, and could have been an and one situation, but she will get to the line to shoot a couple as well. 3rd different player shooting free throws here early on.
Well, on the fourth team foul, with 3 minutes to go in the first period, most likely you'll see these Lady Cardinals move into the bonus.
Dieterding 80% from free throw. A remarkable tally there. Only gets higher. And goes 1 of 2. Kept in nicely there by Ediger. And then that long pass intercepted by Yoder, but then she fumbled it. Using football terms, Jocelyn Fuller. And a battle there underneath the basket. What's the call here?
Call against Bryn, looks like.
They do indeed. First foul against her. Second against the Lady Cards. Not of the shooting variety. Now Hazel Downham has just come into the game. Amanda Pitzer comes out. Here is the other Downham, Audra Downham. And gets her own rebound there. Does Ediger, but couldn't keep control of it. So now Erpelding. Dieterding, could she shoot from 3? She won't, at least for the moment. She's got Jocelyn Fuller in her face. Gets a pick from Giffen. What's she going to do with it? She's going to drive to the basket and then get fouled.
Hard contact in the paint.
Nice pick set by Giffen. Earns a shooting foul. Earns a free throw opportunity for Bryn Dieterding. She's got a couple more chances here to add to her impressive season tally from the free throw line. Erpelding is going to come out for Avery Warren, who's getting more minutes in the wake of Brunkow's injury. Warren had a spectacular three-pointer last game. She came up with 4 points in that game against Ottawa, which were her first points on the season.
Is that fast defense that she crashes on.
And a jump ball called here, which favors the Lady Cards.
Wow.
Hannah Keltner earned that one. Hannah Keltner, an amazing motor is the term I would use to describe her. She is running up and down, always keeping her hands in front of whoever has the ball, doesn't want to allow her opponents to get any shots off. And she earned the jump ball here. Here's Giffen into the corner now to Yoder. And that pass finds Keltner. Will she shoot? She wants to. And off the glass, but no good. And then she tried to swipe it away immediately, but couldn't do so. So now the Lady Panthers running down court. Keltner, there she is, being a pest once again. Hands in the face of Downham. And does enough to win possession back for the Lady Cards. Love to see it from Keltner.
Keltner and Warren, a really effective double team there on the high defense.
Couple of minutes left here in quarter number 1. Lady Cardinals maybe not as far on top as you might have expected them to be, but they are 6 points to the good here. And that pass from Warren to Giffen was inaccurate and then a foul. Maybe not a foul. What happened there, Kevin?
Maybe let's see if they change possession for a jump ball, possibly.
Not sure what happened there. A whistle was blown, but no foul, no possession change.
Yeah, who knows?
It was an inaccurate pass, though, from Warren, so maybe rightly so that it ends up in the hands of the Lady Panthers, and then that one couldn't be brought in by Abby Ediger. Ended up sort of just handing it right to the Lady Cards. Here's Parker Long, now to the corner for Keltner. She wants to try to shoot, gets it to Warren. We know that she's capable from range, but she's going to go for the short route instead.
Beautiful way to drive the lane, get the easy layup.
She's adding on to her season points tally, up to 6 now on the year. This is Hazel Downham, and now Audra Downham. And Audra Downham, some nice form there on that shot.
Some creative shooting. Well, that's only their third bucket of the first period.
Here is Warren, and she ends up turning that one over. Nearly recovered the situation, but couldn't do so. Lainey Orr comes in for Lucy Giffen, and Jayla Erpelding comes in for Bryn Dieterding. Under a minute left here in quarter number 1. And a foul is going to be called there. Looks like against Warren. Indeed it is. Third foul against the Lady Cards. Wicker to take this inbound with Orr defending it. Here's Hazel Downham. Now across for Pitzer. Working against Warren. Warren staying in the face of Pitzer and committing a foul. Second against her in quick succession and fourth against the Lady Cards. Actually, they called Laney Orr. Interesting. Second against her instead of the second against Warren.
Must have been away from the ball. We didn't notice.
Yeah, the scoreboard even here in the arena put up number 2, Avery Warren, before they corrected and realized that the call was apparently against Laney Orr.
Ball went out of bounds there after a Paola touch.
Here's Erpelding. Hands it off for Keltner. She maybe wanted to shoot, but instead goes to Warren in the corner, and now Long wants it from 3, and off the back of the rim there, no good.
Last 12 seconds, here we go.
Probably the last possession here of quarter number 1. Will it result in points? And Winterscheid brought that one in under heavy pressure from Parker Long, and it will result in points by way of Brylan Wicker. So 9-13 is the score after 1 here on Eudora Sports Live.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Back here, quarter number 2, only a 4-point game. Maybe a little bit surprising and maybe a little bit concerning for the Lady Cards. A lot of basketball left here. We'd love to see those 3-pointers come back. I mentioned that was how they won the previous matchup, which the Panthers are already closing in on their total. But here's Parker Long putting a pin in that as she breaks down court and gets a couple. Those are her first points on the day.
Her game has really developed this season into a great defensive player.
But I was going to say that the Lady Panthers closing in on their tally from last game already, which was 20 points. Nearly halfway there, only after quarter number 1. And wasn't her first option, but Abby Ediger opted to pull up there and did not happen for her.
Bryn takes the rebound down.
And Long,
Parker.
she wants it from 3. That's her third attempt, and then Yoder got her hand on the ball but couldn't control it. Ended up being the last one to touch it as it went out. So Lady Panthers basketball.
Erpelding staying in a full court press here.
And because of that, Audra Downham calling for some assistance. Didn't really get any movement from the teammates that she ushered towards her. There is Ediger. Now back to Audra Downham. Erpelding intently playing defense in her face. Now Dieterding. And Parker Long gets in on that one.
Nice swipe.
Couldn't control it, but slows things down. Allows her teammates to assume a good defensive shape here. Get their matchups all over the place. Here is Downham against Erpelding. Erpelding playing some aggressive defense. And now Long working against Fuller. And Dieterding does enough there to make that shot from Pitzer have no chance, and now we've got a call.
A foul against Laney Orr, I believe.
So that'll be the third. No, what number we got? Okay, it is Laney Orr, the third against her already. So she's in a little bit of trouble here. She played a really good role last game in the paint, getting rebounds both on offense and defense. But she might now have to be a little bit more reserved in her play style. Lucy Giffen comes in for her. And this is Brylan Wicker shooting from the line. She does not get either one of hers to go.
Erpelding with the fast break, loses the handle. Ends up with a carry called against her.
So back to the hands of the Panthers. Paola on a 3-game losing streak in a losing season.
Haven't seen an official call yet.
Got a foul of some sort, and it's Kenzie Yoder. Believe that is her first. Indeed it is. And it's the second against the Lady Cards.
This turned into a shooting foul. It's interesting.
That is interesting. It sends Audra Downham to the line. She's got 5 points already tonight. Averaging 10.6 points per game on the season. And she gets her 6th there. Inbounded for Dieterding. She's got Yoder and Erpelding on her right. Giffen down in the paint. And Long in the left corner. She goes to Erpelding, who then goes to the corner where Dieterding is now positioned. And back for Erpelding, now to the corner for Yoder. And her pass hits off the rim and goes to Long.
It's just how she drew it up.
Trick play there. And Erpelding's shot doesn't go, and then it's last off of her. So Paola Panthers basketball.
So this is something that we've highlighted in the past where sometimes the girls just can't get a shot to fall.
And it was interesting there seeing Yoder try to pass high. The Lady Cardinals are not extremely vertically inclined.
But when you're trying to stretch the defense, go around the horn.
Here's Audra Downham from 3. No good there. But Winterscheid with a really good rebound. What's she going to do with it? She was going to turn it over by committing a guard. Lucy Giffen gets up celebrating that one. The bench loving it just as much. So the foul goes against Winterscheid, who really did get an impressive rebound there, but then ended up charging through Giffen in the eyes of the referee.
Well, and she actually got away with one there. She was clearly over the back on the rebound. I think that may have helped with the way that call fell.
Winterscheid then gets taken out along with Fuller. Didn't see who came in for them. It's corner for Yoder. And she tries to pass along the back there to get it to Dieterding, and it goes out off of a Paola player. So still a Cardinals basketball. It was Pitzer getting involved on defense. Pitzer coming off a career high 16 points against Spring Hill last week.
That's impressive.
And here's Yoder. Now Long in the corner, her 4th attempt from 3, and still hasn't gotten one today. Surprising.
Yoder in the paint.
Parker Long definitely trying to fulfill that request that we have for those 3-pointers, but it's not going for her so far. Those long shots, as we have deemed them. Her 3-point percentage is down to 26%. It was over 30 for quite a while this season. We'll focus in on that and one, though, from Edinger. Potential and one, that is. She is trying to get her 3rd point here. She's averaging 6 points per game over her last 3. And who touches that one last? To say that it was off of Paola.
That foul went against Kenzie Yoder, her 2nd.
So the Lady Cards in some foul trouble here early. Not ideal. But now Brylan Wicker gets hit with her first, and it's the 2nd against the home team.
Lady Cards have unfortunately missed some really good shots they've taken, just haven't managed to fall. There would be a significant score change if those had all fallen.
Dieterding wants it from 3, and she's got
it. Is.
That's what they need right there. Just what the doctor ordered. She's up to 8, already surpassing her points total from the game against Ottawa. But again, she opted to take a passive role in that one. And high off the glass there from Wicker with a quick response, her first 2 points. Lady Cards unable to pull away here from the Panthers early on. Long for
Beautiful
Erpelding.
long.
Just enough weight on that pass, and Erpelding then puts it away. A good assist from Long. Lady Cards 6 points on top. Here is Downham, and then
Steal by
Yoder
Kansas.
intercepts. She's got a teammate with her. It's Dieterding. She's going to do it herself, and she is going to do it herself.
Wow, the last 2 shots leads have dropped. Could easily have been and ones as well.
Yoder's up to 6 now. All of a sudden, she's a top scorer. High pass in there, and finished really well by Wicker.
Impressive positioning down low post. 6-point lead for the Lady Cards.
In the game against Baldwin, Brylan Wicker led the Panthers. She had 11 points that game. A tough opponent, the Baldwin Bulldogs. Here's Parker Long. She gets it to Erpelding in the far corner, and then she hits Yoder, and Yoder is going to shoot, and too much weight on that one.
Knocked out of bounds.
Must have been by Giffen.
Correct.
Hannah Keltner then comes in, grabs Parker Long.
And then with Keltner and Warren in here on defense. I like that combination.
Here is Warren. The sophomore gets picked there
Oh, they got burned.
by Ediger. And here is Ediger now from 3. Looks good, and it is. Ediger's up to 5.
That was a high arcing 3-pointer.
I mentioned she's averaging 6 points over her last 3 games. She's got 5 now. Here's Keltner, just was going to say able to control that one. She finally was, and then a little bit inaccurate to Yoder, but she did well to bring it in, and here's Warren.
Beautiful 3-point shot.
Avery Warren. She has that 3 locked down. We might have another 3-point shooter to get used to calling the name of. Avery Warren up to 5 points. And a jump ball here.
That crashing defense of Keltner and Warren.
And then a substitution sees Winterscheid come in for Ediger. 2:25 left in quarter number 2. 6 points to the good are Eudora. Here's Giffen. Now finds Keltner. What's she going to do with it? She tries to drive, but shut down by 3 Paola Panthers. But Warren! Okay, Avery Warren.
Impressive positioning, getting herself past the D.
Some good speed there as well from the sophomore. And shut down there, Keltner and Dieterding. Didn't let that pass go anywhere. Then Winterscheid caught off guard there. She was trying to set a pick.
Intercepted by
The
Keltner.
pass hit her in the elbow. And that and one for Dieterding. Gets up off the wood. Looks like she's all right. She took a hard fall there. Finished really nicely and now can add on to it. Parker Long comes in and grabs Lucy Giffen. Meanwhile, substitution for Hazel Downham comes in for Paola, excuse me. Dieterding does make it an and one. She's got 11. That's an early candidate for absolute painting, absolute play of the game right there. Is all of a sudden, Lady Cardinals have a comfortable lead, something they have been struggling to find here. And then the Panthers will take a timeout, so we will do the same as the Lady Cardinals find themselves 11 points to the good.
State coordinates of new land acquisition.
Oh, well, you know that big oak tree that got struck by lightning?
Negative.
The barn with the funny cow mural?
Negative.
One-eyed scarecrow?
Negative.
Giant water tower? You're not from here, are you?
I've never seen him.
Robots don't know you. We do.
Hey, how's your dad doing?
For over 80 years, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Anthony Brown in Eudora today at 785-615-0516. For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
minute 38 left before halftime. We'll have our Jeans Heartland Foods halftime show following the and one play from Dieterding. Cardinals up to 30 points here. And a foul prior to Erpelding getting her hands on that one.
Probably against Keltner.
Looks like it was Warren. No, you're right. Hannah Keltner, first against her, fourth against the Cards. And corner for Downham, wide open three, but just overcooked. And then Brylan Wicker making a name for herself here, up to 6 points. Here's Warren. Surprised she didn't take that open shot at the basket from three.
I imagine she's probably not as comfortable with her left hand as you might hope to her.
And she couldn't bring that one in. Great effort to try to keep it in, but it'll be a Panthers basketball. Here is Warren now on defense against Audra Downham.
I'd like to see her get her hands stretched out a little farther. Downham's dribbling it away from her body. Easy steal opportunities.
Now Ediger working against Keltner. And then Dieterding at the top. She got juked out there, to be quite honest, but it did not and result in anything. Amanda Pitzer not making that three-point shot. And then Keltner was looking for Warren, who would have had a wide open shot from three, but Keltner lost the handle on it. Panthers ball. Here's Audra Downham. And Keltner's going to come away with this one. And we've got a foul now against Downham. Keltner atoning there nicely after losing the handle on that pass.
Probably going to be a shooting foul because we're in the bonus.
It indeed will. Let's see, what are Keltner's stats from the line? She has had 4 attempts and has yet to make one this season. Actually,
do the inbound.
Just an inbound, so I guess that's the 4th foul. Warren here, 30 seconds left. Now Keltner. She wants to shoot, and not a bad shot take there, but too high off the glass.
Yeah, a little high off the board there.
20 seconds left for Fuller. And now Downham. This is Hazel Downham. She's caught herself in a bit of a pickle here.
When you pick up that dribble, you really handcuff yourself.
Ediger and then Wicker again. She's up to 8 now.
3 seconds.
3 seconds left. Is Bryn going to shoot this one? She will. And no good.
Good attempt, though.
Then takes a quick sprint to the halftime locker room. So 30-23 is the score going into the break.
High quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jeans Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family owned, Jeans Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jeans friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jeans Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Freedom of the press is about your right to know. It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Welcome in here to your Jean's Heartland Foods halftime show. Jean's Heartland Foods is a convenient one-stop shop where you can find everything you need, from everyday essentials to items from around the world. Jean's is your local community connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices. See weekly specials and more at heartlandfoodstores.com. So the Lady Panthers here have already outscored their total from the last time they played against the Lady Cardinals. Again, they scored 20 points in that game. Here they've got 23. And really, the Lady Cardinals have not at all been able to pull away. They did for a second there where they had an 11-point lead, but that's now down to 7, which is, of course, not safe in basketball. As you love to say, no lead is safe, especially not only 7 points. So Lady Cardinals, I mentioned, I think would be the team more in danger. And they are still pretty comfortable here, but you'd think that they would like to be more comfortable. What might make that happen coming out of the halftime break?
Well, so if you're talking about those halftime coaching adjustments, right? So I imagine Coach Parker's going to talk about slowing the ball down, making sure they have a strong handle on the ball. We've seen the girls probably lose control of the ball maybe 3 or 4 times out of bounds. You'd love to see that improve. Otherwise, at least we talk about it's a lot about getting the ball to fall in the hole. They're not bad shots. They're not bad passes. They're good looks at the hoop. And they've scored 30 points. So they're on track for a 60-point performance. So nothing really too drastic to adjust.
Yeah, as I said, I don't think that anything is necessarily going wrong here, but this was, the last time it was honestly a blowout victory, nearly a 30-point win, 49-20, and that is not what we are on target for here. Of course, it still could happen, but it's just not where we are right now.
I'd say the defensive rebounding. I think we've seen Paola capitalize on numerous rebounds inside the paint, right under the hoop, and get those points.
And we'll see if Parker wants to keep pulling up from 3. I would encourage her to do so. And, imagine if those go in. This is a much wider gap.
That's a blowout.
That would be 42-23 if hers had gone. That's not any slight on her. I appreciate that she's pulling up. We know that she's capable of those 3-point shots. And I think that
Bryn did. Bryn hit a beautiful 3 from the top corner.
And Avery Warren as well. I think I'd love to see her keep pulling up, as she is one of the many players filling in without Izzy Brunkow. And man, is she filling in well. She's doing really nicely. She got her first points last game against Ottawa, and now she has already beaten that total. She's got 7 here, so she is doing really nicely here. And potentially looking at a player of the game, but with Bryn Dieterding sitting at 11, she's another leading candidate. Yoder's having a great day. There's a lot of different players having good moments, and a current candidate for play of the game still is Bryn Dieterding, getting that and one that was through tough contact that gave the Lady Cards an 11-point lead. That was huge.
Body control through contact.
Yeah, really, really good stuff from the freshman. We'll take another break here from the Heartland Foods halftime show on Eudora Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Back here from halftime as it is all the way wrapped up. So that'll conclude the Jeans Heartland Foods halftime show, and quarter number 3 is underway. Same starting 5 out there for the Lady Cards that they began with. Looks like that is also the case for the Panthers, Lady Panthers. Indeed it is. Here is Pitzer. Now Fuller. And she finds Downham. Back for Fuller. Fakes the pass, and now Downham once more. Back for Fuller. Just prodding away, trying to find some space, and now Downham does do so. But that one won't go, and then Fuller with the rebound. No good, but then grabbed momentarily, and we've got a jump ball as Ediger got a hand on that as well as Yoder. That is the third time that a jump ball has gone the way of the Cards. Trying to add to the 7-point lead here. Here's Long. She's going to find Erpelding.
I'd love to see Erpelding pull up a couple more times.
I was going to say Erpelding can shoot from 3 as well. We saw that a little bit in some flashes against Ottawa. Yoder had a couple of herself. And wow, that one did not look that far off, but it didn't go in. And now the fast break for Downham, and Downham doesn't miss. She's up to 8. Tied for the team lead with Wicker. Here's Orr. Orr finds Dieterding just barely, but fouled was Dieterding. Call it on Amanda Pitzer. First against either side here. Third against Pitzer.
And she gets rotated out.
Here's the inbound for Yoder. No one in the paint at all. And then Long went and filled in that space. And it goes out off of Downham.
It was a good crash, though.
Yoder again here in the corner. And then the exodus in the paint. Just Fuller occupying it right now. Dieterding under some pressure from Hazel Downham. Erpelding bailed her out and now could have shot, but opted to find Yoder. And then Dieterding from 3. And no good. And Yoder comes away with that one nonchalant. The way she gathered that one up. Working against Downham. Now the corner for Erpelding. Winterscheid shut down the idea of a 3-pointer for Jayla. And now a charge called on Parker Long.
That was a quick transition from moving defense to static defense, if you're calling a charge.
Long didn't offer any disagreement, though. Only the first foul against her. Now 1 apiece here in quarter number 3. Audra Downham. Ediger. And Hazel Downham. Erpelding in the paint, but passed out from the top. And that one no good. Off to the left.
Brings the rebound down.
And the corner for Long took a look up at the rim, but didn't go for it, and then is tripped up there. And no call.
Wow. So inbound for Paola.
And a timeout will be taken by Coach Parker. We'll go ahead and do the same. Cardinals still looking for their first points in quarter number 3.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Eudora Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance. At Kansas Insurance, they believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600. Panthers trying to close the gap here as they've already done a little bit in quarter number 3. They've got it down to 5. Lady Cards still have not scored and have not looked exactly likely. Yoder had one get close. But other than that, not a lot of attempts so far. 3 minutes into the third quarter.
Well, and you can see from our last time we saw the Paola Panthers, they have certainly improved their defensive play.
Whoa, Hazel Downham from way downtown and not that far off. Dieterding has to pick out Yoder. Yoder wants it from 3. That one had some knuckle on it. Off the left of the rim there, no good. And then Downham was highly outmatched there, had to slow things down. Otherwise, she would have been taking on 4 Lady Cardinals defenders. And now Dieterding right up in her face. And a timeout taken by the Panthers bench.
High quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jean's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
Welcome back here to Eudora Sports Live. Trying to pull up a new live read that we've got for you.
On the off chance the clock confused you, that is the timeout clock running down.
Get this up for you. Eudora Schools Foundation Give Day 2024. Ambitious goals, exceptional futures. On March 5th, the Eudora School Foundation will host our 4th annual ESF Give Day, a 24-hour fundraiser to benefit every student, every teacher, and every school in USD 491. Our big goal is $65,000 to enrich student experience, reward teaching excellence, and make our Eudora schools the very best. Your gifts, both large and small, will help us to achieve our mission and our goals. Help us kick off this campaign by donating today. Get that off as play is back. Visit www.eudoraschoolsfoundation.org for more information. And meanwhile, we've got a foul earned there by Yoder, taking the charge, as she is regularly doing. Actually, they called a foul on her.
Oh, the block? Okay.
Yeah. So she is hit with her third. Well, instead of a foul against Paola, it's a foul against Eudora. And Audra Downham getting a couple chances here, and she gets them both to go. She's up to 10, double digits for her, but she averages 10.6 a game. Lady Cards will go halfway through quarter number 3 without having scored.
Well, and, we've seen this. This is the third extended stretch without scoring for the ladies.
And Yoder, again, that is her second time this quarter where she has had one get really close to dropping. And then Lainey Orr being a nuisance, but not enough to actually come away with the ball. Thankfully, though, despite the run of no scoring, as Yoder high points that one, and then jump ball is the interesting call there.
Very easily could have been an over-the-back penalty, but I see his point. They did seem to have all 4 hands on it.
So it'll be Paola ball, and nearly goes out there before Hazel Downham could recover it. Right next to the boundary with Dieterding in her face, but now finds Audra Downham against Erpelding. The good thing, despite the lack of scoring, is that there's not been a whole lot by Paola. They've only put up 3 points here so far. 4, excuse me.
Another foul. This one against Erpelding.
Put up 4 points, and then number 4 is called for a foul, Erpelding. Which means that Paola will get another chance to inch closer.
I thought that was her second. They're saying it's her first.
Definitely a little uncomfortable here for the Lady Cards. In a game where the matchup certainly favors them, and Fuller trying to tie it up on one strike, but won't happen there. So now Dieterding and co can try to extend the small lead, and she is fouled there.
Blocking foul. They're going to say a foul on the floor.
So it's called against Fuller. Fuller's third.
Saw Parker Long gathered up that long rebound deep in the corner.
Fuller then comes out for Winterscheid. It's the second foul against Paola. And Parker Long comes out for Hannah Keltner. They need some defensive contributions from Keltner, but here's Yoder on offense. And man, a third close opportunity for her, but still scoreless in Q3 are the Lady Cards. Ediger. Downham to Downham. Back and forth between the two, and then across for Winterscheid. And
too strong.
Too strong from Audra Downham. Means Winterscheid couldn't bring it down.
Erpelding with the inbound here.
Lady Cards. 2:30 left in quarter number 3. They still have their lead. And it will grow a little bit larger. Erpelding with her 4th point of the day, 3rd and 4th, that is.
Perfectly clear view of the hoop there. Had to take it. It was great ball movement.
There have been a couple other shots like that from Yoder that just hadn't gone, but finally works into the favor of the Lady Cards, and they are 5 points on top. And Hazel Downham tried to cut that one down, and unbelievably, as it landed in two Lady Cardinals' hands, comes away with it, does Brylan Wicker. And she will score off of that opportunity. That is a little bit of a mishap there for the Lady Cards, to be sure.
And we talked about their defensive rebound. They need to improve on that.
It seemed that the ball caught both of them off guard.
Beautiful touch.
And Heather finally gets her first points.
Lainey Orr saw her and got her nice inbound there.
Of the quarter, her first points. She's up to 8 is Yoder. Here's Winterscheid. And Erpelding shut down that outlet to Audra Downham, but oh, come on.
I think Bryn might benefit from taking the rest of this quarter off. Come back strong for the fourth. She seems tired.
Brylan Wicker up to 12. And Lainey Orr just misses that. Keltner grabs the rebound, though. Dieterding finds Erpelding,
movement.
And the ding-ding play sees Erpelding get her 5th and 6th points. All of a sudden, the Cardinals know how to score again.
Last minute here in the third.
Still have not been able to pull away from these Lady Panthers. When the Lady Panthers get 40 points this season, they are 3-1. They are closing in on that mark ever more rapidly. Lady Cards, though, on top.
Well, as long as Lady Cards are 5 points ahead, we don't care what what Paola scores.
The Lady Panthers did have a really good fourth quarter in the last time that this matchup happened. They really went those first 3 quarters completely shooting duds all over the place. They hadn't even gotten into the double digits on scoring, and they ended with 20 points. So they had a really good fourth quarter. When I went back and watched that broadcast, you and I, we highlighted that, saying that was some good stuff to head home with.
Yeah.
And
Kenzie there had a great job on the left side of the lane, drew the contact as she loves to do. I wish that ball could have fallen for her.
And when it comes to cheering for good basketball in terms of that game, it was nice to have that good fourth quarter.
Absolutely.
Hopefully that does not happen here today, though. Would not be against a dud of a fourth quarter for the Lady Panthers.
I think that was Yoder's 9th point. Is that what we're tracking?
Correct. Took the words right out of my mouth. Downham with Erpelding. Hot in pursuit. 20 seconds left. Keltner gets a hand up in front of Ediger, and now what's the call?
Oh, against Keltner.
She comes up a little unhappy with that one.
I agree. She got shoved down.
2nd against her. 4th against the Cards. Here's Ediger once more.
Keltner playing that hand-in-glove defense, man, just not giving any room to her player.
Warren in defense here.
Stepped out of bounds.
Does well there, does Warren.
We need an inbounder for Eudora.
To get Winterscheid to step out. 7.3 left. Would love to see a fun ending. Keltner with the smart play there to save some time, bowling it in for Dieterding, and then she lost the handle, and it's out off of Hazel Downham. So Lady Cards back in possession with 1.9.
Just how they drew it up.
How are they going to draw this one up?
We should get someone to come free and get a quick shot. Avery Warren.
Also, we've got Allie Rychek out there, and there she is getting her hand on that one. We've not seen a lot of her.
Oh, so close.
And Keltner's shot doesn't go. Allie Rychek snuck out on the court on me. Didn't see her get out there, number 25. 37-31 is the score after 3 here on Eudora Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com. The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
through 4 here. And
through 3. Into the 4th.
Through 3, correct. Sorry. The Lady Cardinals have been unable to get comfortable in this game. That 11-point lead was their largest of the game and was only very temporary. Of course, their most recent game against Ottawa was a heartbreaking loss. And here now is Winterscheid, and she's going to get a couple chances from the line. I think that's Keltner. It'll be her third. A lot of Lady Cardinals in foul trouble here. No one has hit their 4th, though, thankfully. They actually call it on Rychek. So it's Rychek's first. Maybe it was Keltner, but the Cardinals will take that.
Yeah. Technical error there on the ref, possibly.
And Winterscheid can't get either one to go. Now she might get the rebound. She ends up getting hit in the head by her own teammate, and she is down and in pain. She took a hard hit from her own teammate, Hazel Downham.
With Avery Warren in the mix there.
We'll go ahead and take a break here while they clear out the court here. She is okay, though. She's sitting upright. She's conscious, just to let you know.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
Winterscheid is going to head straight to the locker room. She is walking under her own power. She just seemed to be somewhat all right, but she was holding her head in a lot of pain there. Don't expect we'll see her for the rest of this game, which is a loss for the Panthers, certainly. Hopefully she's all right. Parker Long pulling up here for 3. And that'll lighten the mood a little bit here. Parker Long finally hits her long shot. And the Cards are up to 40. Here is Hazel Downham under a lot of pressure from Long. And now into Wicker, who's trying to add on to her spectacular day, but just a little bit off there.
Avery Warren pulls down that rebound, gets it to Brenda, brings it up court. Carey.
No basket there.
No, on a foul.
It was prior to the shot there, that foul.
First one against Paola here in the 4th.
It was against Hazel Downham. And Dieterding wants it from 3, and it falls. This is very big, though. This is exactly what the Lady Cardinals needed and what we were calling on in this game. Warren playing some great defense there. That 3-point ball is how the Lady Cardinals have won their games this season. And when the threes went away, so did the wins. So really good seeing on back-to-back possessions, Long and Dieterding from long range, which has given the Lady Cards their biggest lead to it.
Yes, I thought she had it.
And then Rychek gets a hand on it and is able to bring it in. It'll be a jump ball. Indeed.
That's going to favor Paola this time.
Warren had that one wide open. You just thought, after the reputation she's earned here quickly, that one was going to drop.
Well, and the streak that the ladies were on.
Yeah.
That was going to be good to go 3 for 3.
Which would have been a potentially killer blow. Here is Pitzer, and wow, she got high up there. Who do they call this one against?
We're going to call that against number 25.
On Rychek.
Rychek. Saying she stepped into the foul.
Pitzer got up there. She elevated as she was attempting to get that shot off. The 6-foot-tall Ali Rychek hit with her second foul. And wow, in and out there.
Yeah.
Unfortunate for Pitzer.
Shooting from her ankles.
Looking for her first point here. And another in and out.
Rychek gets the rebound, moves up to Keltner.
Rychek hanging in and around underneath the rim, and then Warren Oh, my word. Absolutely shut down there from Wicker.
Now, had her block come straight on, that would have been a good block, but it came from the side. That was a foul, and they didn't call it.
Some tripping and slipping in and around the areas that inbound was developing, and now Keltner, looked like she got pushed there. Gets that one to Rychek, puts a hand up, and then gets that shot off, and she's got her first points.
Great move. Found her open shot, took it high off the board, worked perfectly.
Her second basket of the season, and her first of the day, and then at midcourt, Warren just took out Ediger, and Ediger's down holding her knee, and I do not think she's okay.
Knee on that.
Right on the center Paola logo.
Avery was in a little bit of pain there for a second, too.
Warren went right through the knee of Ediger, and she is down and hurt. We'll have to take another break here. Unfortunate scenes here in Paola.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Caw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Caw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Caw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Caw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Anthony Brown in Eudora today at 785-615-0516.
Ediger now is heading to the locker room as well. She needed a couple shoulders to help her out with her knee. She was setting a high pick, and Warren just ended up going through her, unfortunately.
Another block, this one called against number 25 again.
Rychek once more.
Rychek.
So that now leaves Paola down to one substitute for the rest of this game, likely. Coach Jamie Butler came out and voiced displeasure, which is, you'd have to say, a little bit fair. It was not intentional from Avery Warren. I don't think it was on your screen, but it was not intentional from Avery Warren what happened, but that's two players taken out here. Of course, one was friendly fire, and Pitzer gets her first point.
Avery Warren was actually involved in both of those plays that have erased Paola players.
Rychek was called for her third foul. Cardinals 13 points on top. Can Warren add
Long
to
deuce.
it?
Nope.
Wow, just a little off, and then off of Rychek last.
And they're staying with this long defense.
It's been a close one, so even though they're got a little bit of a buffer here, makes sense to want to be safe. And Rychek
breaks up the pass,
playing some tall basketball, but couldn't stay in possession.
Parker Long dove in there, forced the jump ball.
Jocelyn Fuller comes in. She is one of the 6 able Paola players who comes in for Amanda Pitzer. 5 minutes left. Erpelding just checked into the game. And Yoder is going to be called here.
Well, she actually drew the foul.
Yeah, my mistake. They called that one on Fuller, who's just in and then gets her 4th foul. So now Pitzer is right back to the scorer's table. Might grab Fuller right back out. Here's Dieterding.
Right check in the middle, but draws a foul.
And it is called against Wicker. And Pitzer's not yet going to come in, and then they will usher her in. So she does come in. Looks to her coach to find out who she's coming in for, and it is Fuller, who she just subbed with, but Fuller then committed her 4th foul. Pitzer committed her, or not, excuse me, Pitzer. Ediger committed her 3rd. No, Wicker committed her 3rd. And that's Winterscheid, who's back out here after taking that hit to the head.
Wow, 4th against Rychek.
She might be making an early exit here.
And lost the handle on the pass and then dove in, drew the foul, and caused the foul, unfortunately.
I guess Winterscheid snuck up on us because she's one of the 6 that is out there for Paola. Don't know how that got by us, but she's back out there despite getting that hit to the head earlier. So it's only Ediger that is not playing.
She cleared concussion protocol.
Here's Bryn Dieterding. Not going to shoot here. And they say foul against Hazel Downham, looks like. Nope. Who did they? Oh, Pitzer. 4th for her. So 2 Paola players on 4 fouls. And they do only have 1 substitute. So things could get hairier these last 4 minutes. Erpelding did well to bring that one in and now drives to the basket and draws a shoot. No.
Wow, called for the charge.
Called for the charge, much to the delight of Audra Downham.
And to the frustration of Jayla.
And excuse me. Erpelding was just fooled there on that inbound. She was applying some heavy defense, and Yoder slapped that one, but couldn't do anything with it. Now, playing aggressive defense and a timeout called by Coach Jamie Butler of Paola. So we will take a short break. So the Lady Panthers well and truly in foul trouble, but there are multiple Lady Cardinals out there with 3 to their name. No one has hit the dreaded 4 yet, but with more than 3 minutes left, we very well might see that situation happen. Actually, Rychek has hit 4.
She has, and she's still in the game.
None of the starting 5 have hit 4, and this is Winterscheid falling on top of this one. They let play continue there for a while before finally calling that jump ball.
Wow. Interesting choices there by the refs.
You think it should have been called earlier or not called?
Should have been called a travel for the girl on the ground rolling with the ball. That would have been against Paola.
Into Pitzer here. Well, she's going to drive and shoot. And
Rychek is out. That's her 5th foul.
So Lainey Orr pops up from the bench. She's going to come in. Rychek comes out of the game for Lainey Orr. So the first casualty by way of fouls.
Is Lainey on 3, do you imagine?
Is Ali Rychek. I believe she is, yes.
A lot of fouls in this game.
Very much so. Pitzer doesn't get the first to go. And we've just seen Ediger there. That's the player right next to that Paola bench. Number 15, Ediger is back out there. She's sporting some sort of bandage on her knee.
Yeah, it looks like she's icing.
Don't know if we'd actually see her return in this game. She is still in uniform, but I wouldn't expect it. But I didn't expect to see Winterscheid come back and shoot here.
Oh, so close.
Off there, and then Erpelding slips up. Looks like she's all right, though. So a 12-point lead here. Eudora just trying to seal this victory. Dieterding diving in for that one. Downham seemed to swing an elbow out there. Didn't make any contact, thank God.
That's a signature I've seen from numerous Paola players, is taking those strong elbows.
Didn't make any contact, so everyone's all right. And
Call for the travel.
A travel there. Erpelding in complete shock. Yoder in disbelief, but didn't Didn't say anything to anyone about it. Maybe the rafters.
See who flashes high.
Hits her into Downham, and Downham is just going to pull up. Erpelding sort of let it happen. Winterscheid grabs the rebound and then through contact, and what are they going to call? Foul on the floor. Can't see what number.
31 Long?
They do. It's indeed hit Parker Long. It's her second.
Interesting.
Again, the foul was on the floor. Coach Parker giving some animated discussions with the referee.
I think he's asking for even calls. That's I would support his request.
And actually, they are. No, they're not in the bonus. I thought I saw the referee signal on the floor, but instead it sends Wicker to the line. She missed her first. She's on 12 points. She's had a very good day. But it's been a little while since we've called her name for scoring. And we now get to do so. Wicker.
So is Paola only scored 3 here in the fourth? Or is it more than that?
I don't remember what they're
I thought it was 36-31 at the break.
That does sound right. Yeah, so not many points here for them.
Coach Parker animatedly asking for his timeout.
Yeah, he was not happy as he was finally awarded that timeout. 2:27 left here. We'll be right back.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
All of a sudden, this game has gotten somewhat ugly, actually pretty ugly, about as ugly as they'll get, with 2 players getting injured in pretty serious fashion. Interesting that we've both boys varsity teams are here witnessing this. Interesting to see if it'll boil over into that next matchup here on the doubleheader on Eudora Sports Live. That's last off a Paola player.
Parker Long got lucky there, losing the handle, but bouncing off Paola. I'm surprised I'm not seeing Eudora move into a time management offense.
Yeah, I think it's just that this game's a little too close for comfort. But we do often see, especially Bryn Dieterding, who has the ball here, dribbling around mid-court. We have not seen much of that. And then, as they were about to try to set exactly up what we were calling for, but Hazel Downham intercepts, and then Wicker wants it from 3, but comes up well short there.
Eudora's going to need an inbounder here.
Yoder's going to get it to Bryn, it would look like. And Pitzer's going to try to apply some pressure to stop Bryn from killing some time. And she does a beautiful pass for Yoder. And Yoder gets the and one.
I think she might have got fouled twice on that.
I'm not sure how she put that one away at all. She's got 11 and is now to the line. Foul goes against Wicker. It's the 4th against her. Getting her out of this game would be to eliminate the largest threat. And Yoder makes it an and one. Hazel Downham's going to come out for Jocelyn Fuller. $14-point lead. It does seem that they're likely to come away with this, but there is still work to be done.
As we say, no lead is safe.
Dieterding does really well to come away with that, but Erpelding was surrounded by a triangle of Paola Panthers.
Looks like she drew the foul.
And she does, and it's the 5th. So she will go to the line. It's the 3rd against Audra Downham. Erpelding shooting 43% from the line.
I think if Paola needs a player to draw the fouls, I think it's going to have to be Audra. I think she probably has the fewest.
She's their next greatest scoring threat, you'd have to say, behind Wicker. Hazel Downham comes in for Pitzer. And Erpelding goes 1 of 2. So she's up to 7 points. Here is Audra Downham. Gets a pick from Fuller. Then passes to Hazel Downham. And Downham shoots on the run there, but wasn't far off. Certainly was an ambitious shot. It's going to be Lady Cardinals ball in the corner. During the last break, there was a long discussion between some assistant coaches for the Cardinals and the referees, seeming to voice their displeasure with how some of the end of this game has gone down. I think there's room for both sides to complain, which is never a great sign for the refereeing crew. Yoder with the late decision to pass there, which meant that it was too high for Erpelding.
All right, here we are, the last minute, 15-point lead. Seems fairly safe.
Pitzer comes in, forward down him. Careful now. They'll blame you. Pitzer on that sideline. Now she's locked her feet. What's she going to have to do here? There's a throw-in style pass over to Hazel Downham. And then a timeout taken by Coach Jamie Butler. It's a full timeout, so we'll send you to break.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Caw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Caw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Caw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Caw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Welcome back here. Less than a minute left in quarter number 4. I'm now seeing 2 players dressed on the Paola bench. But
it's like one of their JV may have pulled off her T-shirt, got ready just in case.
Yeah, because no, it is not Ediger who picked up the earlier injury. Trying to find which player is out there. It wasn't before. But we'll focus here on Pitzer. Gets this one to Fuller. It's Bryn Sanders, number 20, getting her first minutes here today. That'll be a Cardinals basketball, so they can all but seal this one as they can try to kill these last 25 seconds in a highly contested affair. In the end, the Panthers did not get to that 40 mark, where they are more likely to win than not. Cardinals did enough situational basketball here today. Definitely not the prettiest of victories, but job done. And Dieterding will dribble out these last few seconds, and the game will end 49-34 with the Lady Cardinals grabbing the W here, as was originally expected, but it wasn't as comfortable as was expected, which means it was a pretty good game of basketball. So we'll take a break, and when we're back, it'll be the postgame show.
State coordinates of new land acquisition.
Oh, well, you know that big oak tree that got struck by lightning?
Negative.
The barn with the funny cow mural?
Negative.
One-eyed scarecrow?
Negative.
Giant water tower? You're not from here, are you?
I've never seen him.
Robots don't know you. We do.
Hey, how's your dad doing?
For over 80 years, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Anthony Brown in Eudora today at 785-615-0516.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Caw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Caw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Caw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Caw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
Welcome in here to the Anthony Brown Farm Bureau Financial post-game show following a win by the Eudora Lady Cardinals here over Paola. Post-game show brought to you by Anthony Brown at Farm Bureau Financial. Anthony's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 101 West 10th Suite A in Eudora or call 785-615-0516. And because we've got the doubleheader action, we'll quickly wrap this one up, which means we'll get right into the play and player of the game. And I'll tell you, there are two players that are getting both of these awards, and you could switch them either way, and that is Kenzie Yoder and Bryn Dieterding. They are going to get the play and player of the game. The way I'm going to choose to divvy it out is Yoder getting play and Dieterding getting player, but you could easily do it the other way because Yoder ended up putting up 12 points, really good output from her, while Dieterding had 15, and then they both had, 14, while they both had really good and ones. Dieterding's was earlier on, so I'm going to go ahead and go with Yoder's because it was technically at a more clutch moment, but as I said, you could switch them both. So I will give the absolute play of the game to Kenzie Yoder for her late and one, which is a really impressive finish on the foul through, on the basket through contact, and then put away the free throw as well. So that is our play of the game. To take advantage of Absolute Painting's Winter Interior Special, book from November through February to get $1,000 off plus other great offers. Some restrictions apply. For details, call 785-333-9651. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute. And the player of the game going to freshman Bryn Dieterding. Player of the game, of course, from Barbed Wire Barbecue. Be the MVP at your next watch party with Barbed Wire Smokin' Game Day deals. Packs start at $35 and feed 4. The biggest pack feeds 8 for $90. Pre-order now by visiting them at barbedwirebarbecue.com or call 785-856-0877. Kevin, as we're moving quickly into the postgame, do you want to give any short thoughts on that game?
Well, I thought that the strong suit for Eudora was they didn't give in to frustration. They kept shooting, they kept passing, kept playing a really aggressive D, and that ended up being the difference, I believe. Their scoring was very streaky. They had gaps, but then they got on some runs. They managed to capitalize on that and score just enough.
And they did get the job done here in the end. So that will do it for our Anthony Brown Farm Bureau Financial postgame show. When we're back, it's the pregame show for the boys basketball game.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Save the Children believes childhood without food is unimaginable. Yet around the world, children are suffering from the worst famine in our lifetime, coupled with conflict, poverty, climate change, and more. Join Save the Children and get fed up. Fed up with the lack of progress. Fed up with the injustice. Learn how you can get involved in the fight against childhood hunger at savethechildren.org/getfedup.
I'm fed up. We're fed up. We're fed up.
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Welcome in here to the Cobb Valley State Bank pregame show for the boys basketball game. The Eudora Cardinals come in looking for their 10th win on the season, 9-7 on the year, while the Paola Panthers come in 0-15. It has been a tough season for them and an unflattering stat line that is definitely rude of me to point out, but it was just too interesting to not mention. They are looking for their first win in 357 days. If they do not get this a win in their next couple games, they will go a year without getting a win from their boys varsity basketball team. I won't say it again. It was mean, but I thought it was interesting.
That's a challenge. Now, with a team with two seniors not returning that size and maturity advantage, it can be a real challenge. They'll probably be a lot better next year, I'd imagine.
Their best game this season was a 43-33 loss, which was at home, so they've had some good, their best performance at home, and it was against Perry Lecompton Cause, who are 12-4 this year. So that they had their best game against a very solid opponent.
Can we call that a strong loss?
I mean, it was their closest loss they had. They were within 10. I was just trying to find some positives for them. It's been a rough year. They're taking a lot of moral victories, but that could be it's a dangerous thing. For like Eudora could potentially come in thinking, oh, walk in the park. Hopefully not, of course, but maybe you spend the week building up to the game practicing your celebrations rather than your fundamentals, and you got to do the things that actually win the basketball game. Of course, I would hope that that's not our team, but it can happen to the best of them, and they come out here dead serious with the Eudora Cardinals. They can only come away bad here. If they lose, it's pretty darn embarrassing, and if they win, it's what you expected of them. So they unfortunately come in with nothing really to gain here, other than hopefully their 10th win on the season.
Well, and if you're the Paola coach, then you're setting your what's reasonable. What are you going to call a victory? So I would say their goal should be to score 20 or more in the first half. They do that. That is victory number one for that team, win, lose, or draw.
Which is exactly what the Lady Panthers did. Their score was 49-20 in the last matchup, and they had 23 at halftime. This matchup went 52-20 last time, so they would have it would be an equal accomplishment if they ended with, let's say, 23 points at halftime.
Yeah.
That would be already surpassing their final score from the last time that we matched up with them. So we'll take a first break here from the pregame show. There's more to talk about for sure, but we will go ahead and go to break.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Save the Children believes childhood without food is unimaginable. Yet around the world, children are suffering from the worst famine in our lifetime, coupled with conflict, poverty, climate change, and more. Join Save the Children and get fed up. Fed up with the lack of progress. Fed up with the injustice. Learn how you can get involved in the fight against childhood hunger at savethechildren.org/getfedup.
I'm fed up. We're fed up. We're fed up.
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Back here on the Cobb Valley State Bank pregame show. There are a lot of opportunities here today, I would have to say. We all remember the Veritas Christian game where the Cardinals got more than 70 points. Man, that was so much fun, all kinds of fun. Just seeing everybody score. We mentioned everybody who shot in that game scored, which was a super fun occurrence. Could today be like that? There's certainly a chance for it. Definitely a chance for all kinds of names out there to stand out. I would be looking at guys like Stedry and Youngkin, who early on in this season had player of the game performances. And to be honest, we haven't seen that quality of play from them. Not that they have been bad, but they haven't been, this is the best player out there on the court. And I would love to see a day like that from Youngkin or Stedry, Connor Watson, who won player of the game at our last game. But I just cannot help but highlight the fact that Logan Sullivan, with 24 more points, would become the third all-time highest scorer in Eudora history. And that is the tally that he scored in his last game and a couple of games ago, and he's been more than 20 points in his last 5. So definitely a realistic target that we might see some Eudora Cardinal history today. But of course, this could be a really good team day for everybody involved in the Eudora Cardinals boys basketball team. One guy I'd love to see is Jerry Coble get back out there and hit some threes, Avery Warren style, line them up and knock them down. But this is, they've got to get the good stuff down first. Like here I am looking past it, practicing my celebration rather than the fundamentals. They've got to win this game. They've got to actually score the points, do the job. So there are all kinds of things that could happen here today. Hopefully they will be fun and a lot of fun, of course. We will take a break here, pregame show, as they are about to do national anthems and starting lineups. So when we're back, we will bring that information to you.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Caw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Caw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Caw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Caw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Welcome back in here. I will go ahead and quickly get you the starting lineups. It's the same five that started against Ottawa for Eudora. That's Errol Seaman, Caden Stedry, Nick Youngkin, Connor Watson, and Logan Sullivan, the lone senior on the roster. And then for Paola Panthers, it is number 1, J.D. Troutman Jr., number 2, Caden Kogi, another junior, number 3, Jace Curley, a third junior, number 4, Micah Sanders, yet another junior, and then number 44, Eli Richmond, 6'3" senior. He's there battling for the tip-off here with Connor Watson, who was our player of the game last matchup. I'd love to see another big day from him, but there's only so much he can do to be bigger than Eli Richmond, who picks that, or gets the tip-off there, which was brought to you by Pyramid Place Early Education Center and those lineup brought by the Eudora Community Library. Here's Watson early on here getting some points.
Sorry, that steal was actually by Youngkin.
And then Watson putting that one away. He's had a couple of those times where he was breaking down and he was the free man, and he's actually missed them. So it was really good to see him stay cool and calm and put that one away. Here's Errol Seaman, and they're quarterbacking it into the backup quarterback, Connor Watson, but there he couldn't put that one away. And immediately a timeout taken here. So we will do the same.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Back here, quarter number 1 action. Cardinals early, small lead, thanks to Connor Watson. Caden Sedry would be the player to highlight, coming off of 12 points last game. Love to see some more from him. We know he can shoot from 3, but he really is a do-it-all guy. He'll get and ones and stuff. Whoa! Connor Watson just shoved Micah Sanders to the ground there. That was not pretty.
Well, a few seconds before that, Eli Richmond flattened Connor Watson, and so I think he may have been looking for a little bit of payback.
Taken out now for Micaiah Jerome. That could easily be some of that girls basketball game boiling over. I mentioned both teams were here in the arena witnessing that one take place, at least at the end there, as tempers flared. They were witnesses, so might come out with a little bit of heat off of that game, and that is early 3 there from Jace Curley. Now here's Sullivan. Oh, and it goes. I mean, come on.
Got that shooter's bounce.
Oh, adding to that all-time threes record, as you already know.
Strong defense here.
And that one doesn't go, despite the close-range shot from Kogi.
Youngkin with the rebound.
Yeah, really nice rebounding there. Denying any second chances. And here's Micaiah Jerome from 3. Yes, good shot. Yes, sir, Micaiah Jerome.
And he immediately jumps on here onto the defensive side.
The whole bench loved that one. They were standing up before he even let go of that one. And then it dropped. Let's go, Micaiah. Micaiah Jerome is a player definitely worthy of highlighting. Played a very large role this season, getting a lot of minutes, having a lot to do. Peyton Kogi, it's a couple there.
I'm impressed by Eli Richmond here for Paola. For a big man, he's trusted with the ball, directing traffic. Strong guy, big strong guy.
Jump pass there from Stedry to Seaman, and Seaman to Sullivan, and Sullivan to Pay Dirt. And another timeout taken here. A full timeout.
Shortened.
Interesting here to see Paola taking these early timeouts. We'll send you to another break.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
We heard pretty loudly Coach Oshel from the Paola side of things saying, "I'm screaming at you." And I'm thinking that's why he's taking these timeouts. His players maybe not responding to what he's calling out from his bench.
I don't know, technical issue there among the referees, and now they're letting it go.
Has led to 2 early timeouts. That pass off the chest of Errol Seaman. Not sure what was supposed to happen there, but it didn't happen. And Errol Seaman,
good ball control there.
He says, thank you very much. First points for him. Man, that is a tall player right there. That's Hoyt Hoffine.
Youngkin with the steal.
Who stands 6'8", sophomore Hoyt Hoffine. And Stedry, man, just a little too short on that one. There is the 6'8" Hoffine. That is just a crazy build to even look at. Someone standing 6'8". Here he is. Makes the ball look small. And this one won't go from Sanders. And now Troutman turns it over. Sullivan. He's got Stedry and Jerome with him. He picks out Youngkin. Youngkin decided not to shoot from 3 because he wants Jerome to do it. And that's exactly why. Micaiah Jerome.
Micaiah's having a night.
Already up to 6 points for the junior.
Great defense in combination with good shooting, man. That's all you can ask from a player.
Early on, but I'm thinking tonight might be fun. And Diaz, what's he going to do? He could pull it from 3, but he won't. Takes the conservative approach. Just drops that one in. He's up to 8. Isaac Hall upset there. Jerome working against Troutman. Sullivan against Curley. Troutman once again against Jerome, and Hall didn't know that one was going to him, and then Sullivan, he knew he made a mistake the second he reached his hand out for that one, but it'll be
quite gather it up.
Paola basketball. And then 3 substitutes here. Christian Jarrett comes in, Jake Arnold, and one other player that must have come out. I didn't see. And Caden Stedry and Nick Youngkin go out. Quick pull-up shot there from Aston Bonham, the freshman. Does really nicely there. And now on the ground, and a timeout taken rather than a jump ball being called, which Coach Oshel is not a huge fan of. Already a 3rd timeout here taken in the first quarter. Welcome back here. 3:10 left in Q1. 10-point lead for the Cards. Long pass into CJ. Now Sullivan, he's going to shoot. And, oh, man, not far off. Ambitious shot attempt. And then CJ. What do we got here?
CJ called the foul.
Indeed. First against him.
Eudora moving into a full court press.
They're trying to make it get late early here.
Yeah, they are. Of course, Eli Richmond to be the ball carrier, not what you'd expect.
Wow, a powerful jump pass there.
The bounds.
Too powerful for Hoyt Hoffine to control comfortably. Richmond is a big, powerful player. Here's Watson, the reigning barbed wire barbecue player of the game. Now CJ, and in the corner for Seaman. He won't take the 3. Sullivan might, and he will. And that's why. That's why.
With pressure, no less.
He's got 11 already. And then a turnover.
The handle.
Substitute for Paola. Sanders. Sanders in. I'd have to assume relatives with the Sanders that was into the ladies basketball game. Could be wrong, though. Sanders is a common name. Here is Arnold. And now CJ into Seaman. And one-handed pass out to Watson in the corner. Too much on that one. Watson's range is a little bit further than he tends to pull up from. He does really, he likes those long shots, and he has the ability to get those long range on his shots. He just needs to find that right spot on the court for him. I'm sure once he does, he won't miss. And Richmond with the rebound here. What's he going to do? He looks like he's going to try to shoot. He will.
Call the block against
Errol.
Errol Seaman, yeah.
So should send Richmond to the line unless they call it on the floor. Looks like, yeah, it does indeed send Richmond to the line. Richmond's averaging 5.3 points per game. He just signed with KU football on Wednesday.
Wow. Good for him.
Think he plays tight end? Basketball players love playing tight end.
Well, I told you, I see him out there on the court directing traffic. He's obviously trusted by the coaches with ball handling a lot more than you would normally give to a big man.
put that one away. Got his first point. Here is Youngkin. Now Stedry. He might shoot. Maybe Youngkin.
Connor Watson.
No one wants to take it from 3. Oh, what a pass!
So close.
Great pass from Sullivan, and Watson just misjudged the finish a little bit. Great offensive movement, though. And now Troutman. Not a bad effort, but not good enough. What's Sullivan going to do? He's got Jarrett breaking down court quickly, and then he lost a handle on it. Can he clean this situation up? No, it'll be a jump ball.
That's going to favor Eudora right now.
Sullivan maybe a little too selfish on that one. Actually, I could say it. Definitely a little too selfish on that one. He had a lot of teammates in support there. And this goes to Stedry. Will he pull up from 3? He won't. He'll dribble in a little bit. Grabs his own rebound. Now what?
Oh. I was going to get called for a
Watson, CJ. And he drains it. Jarrett has not been a name that we've called often for scoring. And there he is putting that one away.
I love his gameplay, though. Great energy.
And Youngkin, actually, no. That was out off of Cohey. Thought that Youngkin maybe got a hand in on that exchange.
For a quarterback, like when your receiver just cuts the wrong direction, that's just a little bit of miscommunication there.
Here is Connor Watson. Seems that he's maybe going to take more of a leader role that Sullivan tends to have. I think you could definitely see why in a game like this that could hopefully go the way of the Cardinals.
Duncan gathers it back up.
Here's Sullivan from 3. No good. Who gets the rebound? It'll be Sander.
That should have been called for a travel.
Makes sense to let Connor Watson, the junior, lead the offense here as Sullivan, the lone senior, gets some good, valuable experience for Watson. He might be that regular leader next year come his senior season. And Hoffine gets the one. All right, Hoyt Hoffine.
Seconds remaining.
And Sullivan from way downtown. Oh, my word.
A lot closer than you'd expected.
23-12. It was Logan Sullivan. I mean, come on. 23-12 at the end of the quarter 1.
High quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jean's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com. The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
Eudora Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance. At Kansas Insurance, they believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600. Connor Watson lapping it up before that inbound took place. He and Troutman making each other laugh. And now here's Hoffine. Could he pull up again?
Shooting bell against Logan Sullivan, I'd imagine.
And indeed, it is. First foul against him and the Cards sends Cohey to the line. He's already got 2 points. He will make it 3. And Cohey up to 4 points. Sullivan finds Watson. Watson surveying his options. Now picks Youngkin at the top of the free throw line. He's going to go to Errol Seaman. Finds Watson with a forceful pass, and now Youngkin wants it from three, and he's got it.
Wow, beautiful shot.
If you'll recall, Nick Youngkin had a game that was the day after his birthday where he went absolutely off. It was very early on this season. He won Barbed Wire Barbecue Player of the Game. It was well-deserved. And there he is in birthday form, pulling up from three and dropping it in.
J.D. Chapman, top of the arc. Oh, almost pulled up for it.
This is Sanders in the corner. And now Hoffine. Stedry sticks those arms up, thinking, man, how high do I have to reach to block Hoffine?
Number 40 is going to get called for the foul there. Isaac Hall.
Indeed, Isaac Hall, the 6'1 junior. Built similarly to Eli Richmond, you'd have to say. This is the first against him and Paola. $12 points to the good are the Cards. You wonder at what points differential do we start seeing some younger players get in on the action, or not even necessarily younger players, just players that we haven't seen as so much of this season. One in particular I'm thinking of is Jerry Coble.
We got reaching call against Eli Richmond there.
Eli Richmond. Sorry, I'll leave. Coble got 3 threes in the game against Veritas Christian, which was a lot of fun. It sent the Cardinal Arena into a frenzy each time that he drained one.
Stedry pulled up there, didn't quite make the distance.
He is capable, though, from 3, but did not hit on that one. This is Hall. Hall's going to shoot. Might be a long 2. Let's see.
Yep, long 2.
It is indeed a long 2. Still a great shot there from the junior. He's averaging 2.5 points a game, and he's got most of that now.
We have a kick violation against number 24.
Against Sanders.
Yeah.
Hall comes out. Curley comes in. Jerome inbounds for Youngkin, and now Watson. Into Stedry. Will he shoot? This is his range. He goes out for Youngkin, though. Now Jerome wants another 3. And had the right distance, but did not have the right accuracy.
But here he is on D, one of his strong suits.
Basically giving a hug to Troutman there. Sanders to Richmond. Richmond couldn't get that one, and then Errol comes away with the rebound. Now what will he do? Watson, Youngkin really considered that 3. Watson finds Jerome, and Jerome with a great finish there. Excuse me.
Even Eli Richmond's strong SWAT couldn't stop that one. Nice shot.
Jerome's got 8. Here's Richmond. And now Cohee got past Youngkin and then couldn't put it away.
On the floor.
They call the foul against Youngkin.
Well,
it's the first against him. And then Logan Sullivan will come in with Jake Arnold and Christian Jarrett. It'll be Stedry, Watson, and Youngkin, 11, 12, and 13 to come out.
Nice to see some of that chippiness from early on in the match just seemed to dissipate. It's back to really good basketball.
Low foul totals as well is good to see. Hopefully it stays that way. Of course, though, as if this gap happens to widen, that can always lead to, understandably, players being upset.
Eli called for a second foul in just a couple of minutes there.
Then coming in now is Lane Hoffine. He stands 6'4".
And Eli Richmond sits down.
And the Earthquakes. Here is Sullivan. And now DJ and Errol. Corner for Jerome. What will he do? He's going to hand it off to Logan, and Logan's going to shoot through traffic. Oh, come on, man. He's got 14. He's 10 points away from history.
Reed, didn't you tell me that one family dominates scoring
Yes,
in
and
Eudora history?
I'm trying to hold off until Sullivan has only Ballack's ahead of him.
The finger roll.
He's up to 16. You are right. The Ballack family, which I'm sure most people watching happen to know that story. That was a delight for you and me to learn about that one, as we're not all the way caught up on all of the Eudora Cardinal lore. And man, was that a fun story to learn about. I will we'll get into more details if it happens to become relevant, where Logan is only trailing 2 Ballacks if he happens to pass Austin Downing, who's in 3rd place. Of course, we're talking about the all-time Eudora scoring history. And that one doesn't go, but Sanders grabs a rebound and puts it away. First points for him.
Shooting foul.
Sending Jake Arnold to the line. Try to get my stat sheet up here in time. Tell you what he's shooting from free throws. He is 50%. And gets the first to go. And then Isaac Hall comes back into the game in place of Jace Curley. And he will go above 50% now, as he is 2 for 2. He's got his first 2 points here tonight. Here's is Troutman. CJ playing some happy feet defense, and then called for a foul there. Little soft, you might say.
Well, he got away with one on the inbound way down here where he clearly reached around. So, yeah, he was due.
Maybe a makeup call?
I think it may have been.
Second foul against him. Third against the Cards. Interesting to see Troutman put his head into CJ and then shoulder off of him. That might get a little heated. The exchanges between those two. Clearly two highly competitive players. Yeah, it's going to.
He draws it.
It's going to boil over between Troutman and CJ.
They're trying to get in JD's head.
JD and CJ. It's the first foul against JD Troutman.
And apparently it moves Eudora into the bonus, which then should have made that a shooting foul, but they didn't do that.
That is true. Scoreboard says 5. What can Jerome do here? Surrounded by Hoffine and Cohee. And then it'll go last out off of Arnold. And then 11, 12, and 13, same as they left, come back in all together. That's Stedry, Youngkin, and Watson for Jerome, Seaman, and Arnold.
CJ comes down here to trouble JD Troutman again.
Troutman tries to get a flinch out of CJ. And then a foul is called against CJ. So he's quickly got 3 here. He's now going to be taken out. Interesting seeing how that is playing out here. I don't think that this entire game is too testy, but definitely those two personalities are combining in a way that is leading to some sparks flying.
Now another
Errol Steven wins his guard. He comes up with a big smile on his face as Watson helped him up to his feet. Errol doesn't always get those, but generally when he goes for them, he comes out victorious. Eli Richmond comes in. Lane Hoffine goes out. Here's Errol Seaman. And now Sullivan, will he want to shoot from 3 again? He won't. He's going to do it from mid-range and no good. Where it goes back to Sullivan.
Errol Seaman tipped it out to him.
Great pass to Stedry, who then does a jump pass, and now Errol from 3. No, it's a long 2 and no good. Hits Stedry in the face. He comes up with it. And then foul called. Hopefully Stedry's all right. Just checking if he's bleeding. Must have caught him in the nose.
So they called it against number 2.
So against Caden Cohee, So it'll send Stedry to the line, coming off of a 12-point game last time out. He's shooting, 46% from free throws. Seems like he might be bleeding a little bit maybe from the nose. He's starting to wipe it on the red jersey. Gets the second one to go. So he's got his first point today. Here's Troutman and now Cohey. Now Hoffine. He's got Richmond in the paint, but instead he picks out Troutman. That was a really good play, and he couldn't get it to go. It'll be a foul against Sullivan, his second. Surprised that didn't drop for Cohey. It was a really good finish attempt.
Well, and great vision by Hoffine to get that ball into him.
Richmond seemed like the obvious answer, but instead he made a really good decision finding Troutman, and now he's to the line. And gets the first. First point for him today. He averages 8 points a game. Yeah, first line of his scouting report says aggressive player. We've definitely witnessed that.
Well, and like we said, what should the Panthers' goal be? It should be 20 points in the first half, and where are they? They're right on the cusp of that.
It would be definitely humorous to me if they ended the first half with 23.
Same as the ladies?
Same as the Lady Panthers, yes, who both Panthers teams put up 20 in their previous matchups against the Cards. Stedry got that one taken away from him and then does a nice pass from the floor, and he's down hurt. Watson asking for play to stop. I think that
nose is...
Yeah, it's become too much of a problem now. Might have taken a second hit, which would only make it feel worse. Arnold comes in and says, hey, man, go. Here is Watson. 100 seconds left. All the way across to the corner now, Jerome. Watson, Troutman applying some pressure. So Youngkin with a nice fake there. Now into Arnold right at the free throw line. Now Youngkin, he wants it and doesn't get it. And Sanders comes up with the rebound. 80 seconds left.
Here we go. JD on the drive.
Fumbled around there, and Watson comes away with it. Now he picks out Jerome. He's got Arnold with him, but he's going to do it himself, and yeah, he will do it himself.
Oh, the charge, though.
J.D. Troutman negates the bucket from Jerome. Nice effort there. I think that'll be the first. It could be the second on Jerome. Let's see. It is just the first against number 0. Would have been his 10th. Would have gotten him all the way up to 10 points, that bucket, but really good play by Troutman to erase it. Here's Hoyt Hoffine into Richmond. Richmond pulls up and too far, but Cohey comes away with it. And then a foul.
Going to be a foul against Youngkin, looks like.
Youngkin simply cannot believe it.
Because he got the ball. He's like, how can I foul while holding the ball?
It's a second against Youngkin. So more Cohey from the line. Went 2 for 2 earlier. His scouting report says leading scorer and consistent shot taker. And he's up to 5 here.
Eventually he'll be the 20th point on the board for the Panthers.
It's a good point. That scoreboard is not updated, despite there being a good point from Cohey. And now a second. See if they end up correcting that. It should be 21. I imagine at some point somebody will realize.
Well, here we are, the final seconds of the first half.
And there it is. Scoreboard now correct with 40 seconds left. It's going to go to Youngkin. Youngkin could pull up, but instead goes to Errol. Seems that the Cards are going to slow this down with the comfortable 15-point lead. And the Panthers are going to oblige. Cardinals waiting to be forced into doing anything here.
15 seconds.
They might have earned themselves the last shot of the quarter, of the half. And it's going to come through Jerome, and it's not going to go. So now what happens? 4-3. Hoffine, that will not go. So it'll be 36-21 at halftime. Paola do surpass their tally from the last full game, but it is still a 15-point lead for Eudora. When we're back, it's the Gene Heartland Foods halftime show.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Gene's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Gene's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Gene's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Gene's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community, with all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve. Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
and Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas?
and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Welcome in here. We've got the Gene's Heartland Foods halftime show for you. Gene's Heartland Foods is a convenient one-stop shop where you can find everything you need, from everyday essentials to items from around the world. Gene's is your local community connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices. See weekly specials and more at heartlandfoodstores.com. So, a first half where Paola did exactly what we thought they might, just over the course of the whole season. Thinking there would be some improvement from their fourth game of the year when we last played them, and indeed there is, literally by 1 point, but it's only halftime here. But the Cardinals, 15 points to the good. Could be bigger, honestly, on the way the game has gone, but I think that it'll keep growing. What are your thoughts on that first half?
Well, I tell you, who came out of nowhere? Micaiah Jerome stepped up.
8 points.
8 points. But beyond that, great play. The defense, between he and CJ, absolutely frustrating J.D. Troutman into a couple of charging violations. But it's been impressive. And then, of course, Logan Sullivan just pulling up whenever he feels like. But he has been kind of almost a sideshow in this, and the other players have really stepped up and had some good leadership opportunities.
I think that's got to be intentional. I said already he is the one of the very few seniors on the roster Jerry Coble, of course, is another one. I've been calling him the lone senior. He's the lone senior that is regularly out there, but I should not disrespect. There's both Jerry Coble and Braden Handley, a couple seniors otherwise listed on the roster. But I think that, as we approach the end of this season, and this is a game where the Cardinals are really expected to win, it's a good time to prepare for life after Logan Sullivan, which is going to have to happen for the Eudora Cardinals. And I think that's exactly what we've seen. I called it out that Watson seems to be leading the offense.
Yep.
Sullivan's still out there doing Logan Sullivan things, but the Cardinals are going to need to have these other players step up, and today is a great day to make that happen.
And Errol Seaman and Caleb Stedry both stepping up. Micaiah Jerome, I think you've seen a lot of opportunities. And, of course, the sheer athleticism of CJ, Christian Jarrett out there just harassing poor J.D. Troutman. It's been kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, and if that is what the idea is for Kyle Dieterding, Coach Dieterding, I really like that. Just, take today as an opportunity to really develop the players that are going to be cornerstones in this upcoming next season, 2 seasons. So I think that's a really smart idea if that is indeed what we are witnessing here. We'll take another break from the Jeans Heartland Foods halftime show. So keep it here, Eudora Sports Live.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com. High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jeans Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jeans Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jeans' friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jeans Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Anthony Brown in Eudora today at 785-615-0516.
Wanted to quickly get you a couple of reads that I didn't get to you earlier. The starting lineups for this game are brought to you by the Eudora Community Library, which is proud to support the Eudora Cardinals by providing exceptional community events for children and families through excellence, inclusion, persistence, and collaboration. Go Cardinals, the library is cheering you on. And, of course, opening tip-off for the game brought to you by Pyramid Place Early Education Center. Kick off your child's educational success by enrolling them at Pyramid's Place. They're your place in Eudora for quality preschool education, child care, and after-school programs. To learn more, visit them on their Facebook page or call 785-542-1296. And there's one more read that I've got for you, the newest one that we've got for the Eudora Schools Foundation Giveaway 2024, Ambitious Goals, Exceptional Futures. On March 5th, the Eudora Schools Foundation will host our 4th annual ESF Give Day, a 24-hour fundraiser to benefit every student, every teacher, and every school in USD 491. Our big goal is $65,000 to enrich student experience, reward teaching excellence, and make our Eudora schools the very best. Your gifts, both large and small, will help us to achieve our mission and our goals. Help us kick off this campaign by donating today. Visit www.eudoraschoolsfoundation.org for more information. As the teams are back out here, we'll send you to one last 30-second break, and then we'll be back with second half action.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
And here we are, quarter number 3 underway, 15-point lead for Eudora. Sullivan got us underway. It's Watson, Youngkin, Seaman, and Arnold out there. So for one of the first times this season, not the same starting five beginning the second half as the game. Might be a sign of other players getting some minutes in this game. Also could be due to Stedry taking that hit to the face earlier, as he is the one that is absent from the original starting five. Here's Troutman. Troutman goes over to Curley, Chase Curley, and now Cohey. Cohey wanted to shoot. No foul called despite a lot of contact. And now Troutman made 2 Eudora Cardinal players completely miss. That was a really good move there from Troutman. He's got 3 points. Who's now Eudora in possession. Seaman finds Arnold, finds Watson. Sullivan's on the far side trying to find space, but it's going to be Youngkin, and it'll be a foul called against Kogi, so Youngkin will get a couple. Youngkin's got 3 points at the moment. He's shooting 59% from free throws. Foul is called on Kogi, his second. And he gets that one. Puts him up to 4. Can he get up to 5 points here? Indeed he can. The Cardinal lead is back where it began, 15.
The Cardinals are able to isolate J.D. Troutman out of the ball handling here as they bring it down court.
So it's Sanders instead, and now Kohi. Richmond moving around the paint. Put a big hit on Watson. He was looking around for a foul call. He's not going to get it. And then, Curley tried to shoot that one, and Youngkin said, get that one out of here. Now a foul is going to be called against Sullivan. It'll be his third.
And he should be careful. That wasn't a wise choice there. I'd hate wasting a foul there.
Yeah. Interesting to think, though, that it wouldn't be that bad of a loss for the Cardinals not to have Sullivan, just on the role that he's playing in this game, not being the lone scorer, the leader of everything. Guys like Youngkin are doing some of the scoring, but he won't on that occasion, and somehow Troutman managed to stay in. He did it very intentionally, so give him credit.
Tightrope walked aside the baseline there.
He was very aware of the positioning of his body on the court. Troutman gets it to Curley. Curley wide open from 3. No good. Watson brings it down. He's got a lot of players breaking down court. Youngkin, oh, wow. That was a really good pick out of Errol Seaman. I think he could have done more to try to bring that one in, but he believed that the Paola player touched it, so he wanted to leave it intentionally.
He was trying to sell that, no matter if they made contact or not.
Richmond comes out of the game, and Isaac Hall comes in. Here is Troutman, calmly bringing it down court and then getting it to Hall. Back for Troutman. And Youngkin got something on that. He's making a nuisance of himself on defense, but couldn't stop that one. Caden Kogi's up to 8 points, and a timeout's going to be taken. Cueing some cheers. Actually, no, not a timeout.
Yeah, the Youngkin didn't know the ball was coming to him and accidentally kicked it out of bounds.
Excuse me, not a timeout. I just thought that the way the bench was celebrating, that they were thinking they had induced a timeout from Coach Erpelding, but I was mistaken. Here's Sanders. No good. And then Troutman got all of that one, but couldn't do anything super intentional with it. But he hit it to Kofi, who then got it to Sanders. And Arnold comes away with it. And what do we got? Inadvertent whistle. Interesting.
Wow.
Inadvertent whistle, which will allow Micaiah Jerome and Kristen Jarrett to come in along with Hoyt Hoffine. It's Nick Youngkin and Jake Arnold that go out, as well as Jace Curley. And then Watson coming in. I'm not sure what that was about. Positioning. He had himself positioned by the scorer's table. He's now hanging out in the right corner. Sanders, number 24 for Paola. Fouling number 24 for Eudora. It's the first against Sanders. Here's Jerome. If he's given the space, we know that he might want to pull up. Here's CJ in the corner. Jerome does want to bring that one in. And now Sullivan. And no good. Errol gets something on it, but only could do so much with that one, so it'll be Paola ball.
So I'm trying to figure out what our lineup is here because we have 3 guards, a strong forward, and a shooting forward. So it's an unusual formation that Eudora is running with right now.
Maybe afforded some freedom to do abnormal things here in this matchup.
With the height that they're up against with Paola, I'd expect to have at least one of our big players in.
Cohee no good from 3, and Jerome the uncontested rebound now. Sullivan and no good, and then tried to tip it back in and then falls down alongside Isaac Hall. Here's Sanders. Hoyt Hoffine. Troutman against CJ. There's that matchup, and it doesn't go well there. The no-look pass gives Watson a chance, and Hoyt Hoffine does 6-8 things there. It was never going to be easy for Connor Watson against the 6'8" sophomore. I just can't say it enough.
It's a balancing act there. Do you go up and draw the foul, or do you hit the brakes and let him fly on by? With enough wingspan, Hoyt just couldn't be stopped.
I think it was the right thing to try to get him to run past, because it'll be really hard to go up and get it past him with him contending for it. But in the end, it did not work out for Watson. Hoffine just played it really well. Jerome went up and brought that one down.
Looks like a foul against Eli Richmond.
Indeed it is. I think third for him. It is. Also the third against Paola. Youngkin tried to do the catch and the shot all in one motion, and in the end draws a shooting foul. Maybe he knew he was going to be fouled there, which is why he did the early shot attempt. They hit Sanders with his second.
Yeah.
I mentioned already, Youngkin was 59%, but he made 2 earlier, so put him over 60.
4th team foul against Paola here early in the third quarter. On that, but just beyond halfway.
I'd say similar though to the Lady Cardinals and Lady Panthers game, even though it's been a bigger lead, that Eudora has not actually been able to put this one away. Like get to the point where we could start seeing some bench players get some minutes. It's always been just within a few possessions, which you don't want to take your lead for granted.
Well, I think the teams are about even here in the third quarter as well. Only a couple of points each.
Yeah, the lead has not been growing any larger for Eudora. Cohee. And then Troutman chucks it in. Youngkin brings it down. Watson's going quick. He has Jerome with him. He's going to get that one.
And only those 2. Good for him.
There were all kinds of things that could have been called there. But just comes up as clean basketball, they say. So the lead is now 16. It's 1 point larger than it was at halftime, and as I say it, it's gone. back down to 14.
There's CJ. They say he fouled on the floor. Looks like against Richmond, that should be his fourth, and he's probably getting pulled out here.
No, they say Sanders, 24, not 44.
Interesting.
So Sanders hit with his third. And then they take Cody out for Curly. CJ set to the line here. 33% from free throw. Makes the first.
Dramatically.
Cinematic fashion. He's up to 3 points today. Then Jackson Smith comes in for her his first minutes in place of Errol Seaman. We have not seen Caden Stedrick get out there since he took the shot to the nose. Maybe he won't return to this game. He's right there on the bench and dressed, though. 1 of 2 for CJ from the line. Could just be preserving Stedry as well. You never know. Troutman to the corner for Hoffine. He wants that corner 3. Doesn't get it. And then rebounded by Sanders. And then Richmond. And now Watson's going to chuck it back in, which sets up Hoffine for a short 2. Still bouncing around. Richmond out for Curley. He wants the 3. No. Gets it over to Richmond and Smith. Looks like it was off of Smith, and indeed it was.
Not pretty basketball, but certainly exciting.
It was definitely basketball. Under 2 minutes left. Troutman thought of the long one. He's matched up with CJ once again. And the high point pass for Richmond sees CJ called for a foul. I think that's his 4th.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a violation there on the steps there by the what's 24?
Sanders. Micah Sanders.
Yeah, he kept moving his pivot foot. Not supposed to do that.
Errol Seaman comes in, and now CJ leaving with 4 fouls. Hoffine brings that one in, but Smith now finds Errol Seaman. He's all alone. He was being chased.
Anticipating hard contact.
Yeah. He had a reason to worry there, which maybe made him uncomfortable on that shot attempt. Wow, really good finish from Cody. He's up to 10. Here's Watson. And Jerome. I think right there, if Watson wanted to shoot, that's about his range.
Yeah, you're right.
Smith thought about it. Back for Watson. He doesn't want it. Tried to get it to Arrow, and it won't go. Sanders comes away with it. Hoffine. Another high point pass into Richmond. 6'3". Richmond is going to earn an and 1. Well done by the big boy.
As a defender, you have to kind of realize where you are on the court and realize you're not going to stop him and you shouldn't foul him.
Logan Sullivan's going to come in for Jackson Smith. We mentioned already, you'll see Richmond in a KU football jersey in the years to come. And doesn't get that one to go. Logan Sullivan with the rebound. He's going to slow it down here with 40 seconds left before the 4th quarter. Giving some hesitations to Curley and seeing if he's going to bite. Then goes across the court to Watson, who does some similar prodding. Dribbling around the arc there was Watson, and he gets it right back from Errol. 13 seconds left. We saw this similar ending to the halftime, to the first half, excuse me. And it ended just like this, with Paola putting up one last shot. That one could, and it won't from Hoffine. 42-31 as we head into the fourth quarter. Only an 11-point lead, so still work to be done for Eudora.
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Eight minutes is all that remains in this game. 11 points is the difference between the teams. To be harsh, you might honestly hope that the Cardinals would have been doing better by this point in the game. This would have been the time to be hoping to see some bench players getting in. Curly! Oh, man. Complexion of this one is changing from a game that could maybe have been a lot of fun to one where they need to make sure they get this job done.
Errol Seaman trying to convince the refs that he was fouled heavily there under the hoop.
This last quarter, we might see Sullivan retake that offensive leader position. Not that Watson's done a bad job with it, but it's maybe time to try to put this game on ice. Or if Coach Dieterding wanted to really put Watson to the fire, make him lead this final quarter of this game and seal this victory. I do think he would be capable of doing so, but he could also just go to Logan and try to not risk anything here. Here's Jerome, who's had a good day. Watson wants it from three, and that one's not going to go. Youngkin tries to get the rebound, hits it out to Christian Watson, and then he got it to Logan, who's going to shoot from free throw range, but no good. Kohi with the rebound. It could get even more uncomfortable for the Cards. Troutman, no good. Who gets the rebound? Logan Sullivan. That's big.
They had a mismatch there with Sanders against Jerome, and they didn't take advantage of it.
Jerome in the corner. Oh, man. That would have been big. Would have put him up to 11. Curly from way out there in the corner. And a really good rebound from Youngkin. Doesn't have a lot of support with him.
Looking for his teammates.
Did well to slow things down. Needed to let his teammates catch up.
But if Logan wanted, he could hold off on his threes until he gets back for a home game. Or not.
No, he's all right. That puts him at 19, closing in on the 20-point mark. I said he's got that in his last 5. Cardinals back up to that 11-point lead that they had when this final quarter began. Here's Curly. And Kohi. And oh my word, nearly put that one away through the contact. It's going to be Sullivan's 4th foul, so that's less than ideal.
Yeah, Kohi is a talented driver. He gets into that paint. He just really loves drawing contact and getting the shot off anyway. See if he can get his team inside 10 points here.
Speaking of 4 fouls, Christian Jarrett to the scorer's table. And he will come in and grab Micaiah Jerome. Lane Hoffine went out. Eli Richmond came in. on Paola's side of things. Cody's up to 12. Really good day for him.
The gap is 9.
He averages 13 a game. Logan Sullivan slowing things down a little bit. But that's not going to cut it here with 5 minutes left. Cards are going to have to score. I guess they don't have to score. They really should.
Yeah, you'd certainly hope to.
Slowing it down, though. Trying to let the time run away while they're in front. Bet while you're winning. Here's Youngkin. And CJ, he's going to drive. And wow!
Wow!
CJ! On 4 fouls, so there was some, tentativeness there. And Richmond is shocked with the call. Jarrett had to do-si-do with Richmond in the air and got around him, put it away. He's up to 5 points. It could make it more.
Logan Sullivan. Richmond on his 4th foul. One more and he's out. That'd be costly.
Logan Sullivan comes out on 4 fouls himself. Micaiah Jerome comes in. Jarrett shooting 33% coming in. And is not going to make that one, so he stays at 5 points.
Errol Seaman with the steal.
And now what's the call?
Looks like it should be a foul against Paola.
What a play from Errol Seaman. Dieterden gives him a little clap there. Appreciation of that effort from the junior. And here's CJ. Finds Jerome. And Jerome finds He's got 10, and then a timeout is called. We'll do the same.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Anthony Brown in Eudora today at 785-615-0516.
Back here, 4:36 left before this game is done. The lead is now 13, so it's grown a little bit since this quarter began. Same 5 back out there when the timeout was taken. So Sullivan's still out on the 4 fouls. Makes sense, but CJ's out there with 4 fouls himself. Watson with an interception. He has Jerome with him. And that'll be before
the charge. I didn't think he got set up for it.
Watson with an interesting reaction to that one. Just bunny hopped his way back to defense, the tongue sticking out of his mouth.
Coach Dieterden not excited about that call.
Scoreboard says Jerome, but it had to be Watson, right?
I'll take it on Jerome.
Scoreboard says it was Jerome's 2nd foul. And now another foul's called here. This time looks like it is Watson. It'll be his 2nd. 3rd against Eudora. Both teams are on 3 fouls. Logan Sullivan comes in. CJ goes out. Here is Bonham. Ashton Bonham. And wow, not a bad shot, but it won't go. Sullivan comes away with it. Bonham made his first varsity appearance recently against Baldwin. He scored 5 points in that game. Errol joining in on the slow things down party. Richmond comes up and applies a little bit of pressure to him.
Well, you'd imagine just on physicality there that Errol Seaman would have a huge advantage to just run by Eli, and if nothing else, draw a penalty.
I don't know if that's much of the objective here, though, trying to slow it down.
Hey, if I could foul that big boy out, I would.
Errol finds Sullivan. Now Watson. He's got a lot of space, so he's not going to rush things. You can see what the Cardinals want to do here. Trying to let time go, and then a foul will be called here on Koki.
That's his fourth.
That would be a big loss. He's got 12 points.
Yeah.
The timeout's taken. We can keep you here to discuss a little bit. What do you think about the foul trouble that's going on here?
I think the Paola coach needs to talk to Troutman. Last I knew, he was only on 2, and say, look, these guys can't afford to take these fouls. They need you out there doing this for us. If you're going to do the fouls, you got to know who to put out. Put Hall back in. He can do the same thing. There are a lot of options out there, but I think Eudora Cardinals are doing what they want, playing slow and smart.
Yeah, and it's not that the game has gotten out of hand in terms of tempers and stuff. That was only between Troutman and CJ, and it did get CJ up to 4 fouls. He was quickly called for 3 early on in this game. But other than that, it's been pretty clean. It's just fouls have just come over periods of time as the game has gone on here.
Yes, yeah.
So 10 seconds left in the timeout. The Eudora players are out there ready
most
to go.
coaches have that player that they have in mind. If they need to get some of the opponent off their game or in foul trouble, if they can send a player out there and say, look, just get mean out there. We'll see how it happens, how it affects the game.
We thought in the game against Ottawa when CJ was put in that was the idea, and instead Sullivan was forced into fouling because the time was running out. He ended up fouling out of that game with a few seconds left.
Yeah.
And that was a really hard contested, tough loss. Speaking of Logan Sullivan, doesn't get that one, and Hoffine brings it down. But that was a really hardly fought game. I mean, the Cardinals were out comfortably in front in the first quarter, and it just slowly got away from them as time went on. Sanders sinks this one. He's got 6.
Timeout taken, full timeout taken here.
All right, this time we'll send you to break.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
$2:55 left here. The lead is back to 11. Seems to be where it wants to stay at.
You can see Paola moving into here to a 2/3 court defense.
Trying to look for their first win on the season. And like I said I wouldn't mention it again, but it's become relevant. It could be their first win in nearly 360 days. Cardinals definitely do not want to be the team that breaks that streak, especially on a season like this where they really seem like they could be a team that can throw their name in the ring, contend in the postseason. Peyton Kogi is out of this game. That is huge. It is his 5th foul. He doesn't seem to realize that fact.
They're breaking the news to him now.
And he is not happy to find out because he was having a really good game. He ends with 12 points and gets a well-deserved round of applause here from the Panthers fans. He had a really, really good day today, and it'll end with 2:26 left in the matchup. Watson misses his first. Coming into tonight from free throws is 57.7%. And currently tonight, he's got 4 points. And he will not get his fifth, and Troutman comes away with it. Like I said, that lead seems to really want to stay at 11.
It's like Youngkin's been tasked with for trying to frustrate J.D. Troutman.
And Youngkin getting nicely involved there. Unfortunately, Cardinals couldn't come away with it. Cardinals also have Jarrett and Sullivan out there, both on 4 fouls. So they could soon be met with an ejection of their own. Youngkin's going to find Jarrett. CJ finds Watson, but a whistle's blown.
Well, it should send CJ back to the line.
The referee is preparing to do an inbound, but I don't think he's now realized.
He'll figure it out.
That does send CJ to the line. He hasn't been great from free throws today, but he's got 5 points. Good output for him, and it'll get a little better. Also puts the Cards up to 50, which has been where they've been tending to end their games. Recently had a couple consecutive games where they did not get 50, which was first time since early December that happened. Speaking of things like that, the Cardinals come into this 4-5 in their last 9. Lost 2, win 2, lost 2, win 2, lost 1. But they might break that streak here. Sanders, though, says not if I have something to say about it. He's got 8.
Yeah, full timeout taken.
Another full timeout, so we will send you to break.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Caw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Caw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Caw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Caw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know. It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
$50-40, an aesthetically pleasing score to look at, is where we sit with 97 seconds left.
It would have been nice if it was a 140. We could have 100 seconds with 40-50 as the score. That would be nice and clean.
Also worth mentioning, Paola fully doubled up what they did in the first game this season. These two teams met up. Sullivan's going to be set to the line here. They scored. It was that game ended 52-20. And now here we are, 50-40, so undeniable improvement by Paola here.
Like I said, as a coach, all you can do is set reasonable goals for the team, and I think Paola's gentlemen here have stepped up.
And that'll be Logan's 20th point. So the streak goes on. The streak being 20 points scored in now 6 straight games.
That's an impressive streak.
And he's up to 21. Were he to score one more trademark Logan Sullivan 3, he would move up to 3 in the all-time Eudora scoring standings. Bonham from way downtown. And not that
Quick
far
foul
off.
by J.D. Troutman.
The Cardinals are now at the exact same score from last season. Approaching the end of this, or not last matchup, excuse me, approaching the end of this game. Richmond is going to come in when he's afforded the opportunity. What's up?
Richmond was talking about his players being coached up by their coach, and that Logan Sullivan might have been too close, and he may have been hearing what they're talking about.
Oh, yeah. It was off camera, but Logan Sullivan was pretending to be winded, or maybe not pretending, but hands on his knees while he was listening into what Coach Oshel had to say to a couple of his players. Watson missed the first here.
It just speaks to Eli's competitiveness and his intelligence on the. It's fun to watch.
The score stays at 52. Here's J.D. Troutman. Finds Sanders, and Sanders through a lot of traffic. My word. He's got 10. And
Soccer Jerome gets fouled there.
Whistle blown. Cardinals are in the bonus here, of course, if you hadn't already noticed.
See if we can get Mackay up to a dozen.
Troutman called for his 4th foul. And his total will stay at 10. His score has stayed at 52. It's locked in from the previous matchup. No other Cardinals players prepared to rebound this one because they knew that was going to happen. Jerome with 11.
All right, here we go.
This is it here. Paola need to be scoring.
Troutman Youngkin for the foul.
Yeah, Troutman knew that he needed to score that one. He was really hoping it would be an and one situation. It is Youngkin. It's his 3rd.
And it seemed like he was the guy that designated to take the fouls here in the 4th quarter.
Zooming this too much. Oh, can you zoom it in however it was zoomed in before? That's about right. Also, during that time, Sanders fouled out of this game. Paola back within 10 here. I mentioned that's their closest result all season. Was a 10-point loss.
Well, this has got to be one of their highest scoring games as well.
Watson now sent to the line. Sorry, it's not the prettiest scoreboard bug you've got there, but with only 20 seconds left, just want to get all that information to you.
Referee reminding the defensive players to stay out of the lane until the shot's in the air.
Watson gets that one to go. He's up to 5. Here's Troutman. That lead right back at 11. And Bonham from way downtown. Now Hoffine, he wants it. No good. Richmond couldn't keep it in. $57-46 here.
Just over 10 seconds remaining.
Welcoming everyone back in again. Apologies, we had something get unplugged here. We're back now. Curley from 3, no good. Watson's going to hug this one, and it's going to go all the way to the end of this game, which it is an 11-point lead. As the game ends, that seems to be where the score wanted to stay and where it does end. A Eudora victory, their 10th on the season, and a 16th loss for the Panthers on the year. Tough season for them. The Cardinals, not as easy as they might have hoped, but they do come away with the doubleheader sweep here on Eudora Sports Live. When we're back at your postgame show, keep it here.
State coordinates of new land acquisition.
Oh, well, you know that big oak tree that got struck by lightning?
Negative.
The barn with the funny cow mural?
Negative.
One-eyed scarecrow?
Negative.
Giant water tower? You're not from here, are you?
I've never seen him.
Robots don't know you. We do.
Hey, how's your dad doing?
For over 80 years, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Anthony Brown in Eudora today at 785-615-0516.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Caw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Caw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Caw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Caw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
Welcome in to the post-game show. Appreciate if you came back and joined us. Apologies that we disconnected right at the peak of the intrigue of this game, but we tried to get it figured out for you before time expired, which we did. So it ended 57-46 here. It was a really good game, actually, which was surprising to me. I was not anticipating a good game. I was anticipating a fun game. And in the end, it was pretty all around. We mentioned that Sullivan stepped back from the leader of the offense, and I think it was good to see what Watson can do and what this whole team can do. It was not just Watson. There was Youngkin and Stedry up until he got injured, and hopefully he's all right, by the way. It seemed that he was in good spirits. I think coach was maybe just precautionary keeping him out. Jerome ended up with 11 points. It was a very well-rounded performance. Very much so. Could have been maybe a little bit better in quality, but the fact that everybody contributed makes it fun in its own right. It was a very good game that the Cardinals come out victorious.
No, great. I mean, it was, and those players that didn't contribute lots of points were absolutely vital in their defensive and passing roles. I thought it was a well-played game.
And it results in the Cardinals getting their 10th win on the season, putting them up to 10-7. Oddly enough, Logan Sullivan with 23 points on the end of the day, so his first bucket in the next game against Lewisburg.
Unfortunately, we can't guarantee it's exactly 23.
Right.
With the loss of coverage there for a minute, we kind of lost attention on the game here. But it's around there.
I believe he ended with 23, which would mean first point. How about instead of focusing on what he'll do next, that ties him for third, is what that does. He is tied with Austin Downing for third place. So that is a fun thing there for him. He will presumably take that loan to himself in the next game, but for now he is tied for third. It was some other performances to highlight. Micaiah Jerome coming up with 11. Again, I should say these totals, I'm 3 points off on my totals. We missed stuff while we were getting the broadcast back up, but my totals that I have has Jerome with 11, Seaman with 2, Stedry with 1, Youngkin with 5, Watson with 5, Jarrett with 6, Arnold with a couple, and Sullivan with 23. Over on the Paola side, again, I think I'm a couple points off over here. Troutman with 3, Cohe with 12, Curley with 6, Hoffine with 3, Bonham with 3, Sanders with 10, Hall with 2, and Richmond with 3. We'll take a break here from the Anthony Brown Farm Bureau Financial Postgame Show. When we're back, we'll give you player and play of the game.
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Anthony Brown in Eudora today at 785-615-0516.
Welcome back to your post-game show from Anthony Brown at Farm Bureau Financial. Anthony's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plans for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 101 West 10th Suite A in Eudora or call 785-615-0516. Now we will get into, as promised, the play and player of the game. We've got a couple of J names coming away with it here today. Play and player. We will start with the player of the game. We're going to give it to Micaiah Jerome. The 5'8 junior went out there, got 11 points, couple threes in there, and he just was really all involved. The scoring is not the only part of his day. He was all over the place, getting involved in all kinds of ways. I do have to give a shout out to Nick Youngkin as well. If there's an honorable mention, it is absolutely him, because he was making himself a nuisance all day long on defense, added 5 points on top of that. So honorable mention to Youngkin, but we're going to give it to Micaiah Jerome.
So I'd say Youngkin out of the starters would be our guy, but then off the bench, certainly Micaiah, just some daggers in the heart when you're dropping those threes early on, and absolutely frustrating J.D. Troutman through the middle of the match.
Also had the layup against Eli Richmond that was really impressive, because that is a matchup where he does not come out as the favorable party, but he managed to get the best of Richmond and get a bucket past him. So there was a lot of things that he did. And I, one more time, do want to emphasize Youngkin, a strong honorable mention, really.
Absolutely.
But Jerome as well. So Jerome is our player of the game, the Barbed Wire Barbecue Who's Smokin' player of the game. Be the MVP at your next watch party with Barbed Wire Smokin' Game Day deals. Packs start at $35 and feed 4, or the biggest pack feeds 8 for $90. Pre-order now by visiting them at barbedwirebarbecue.com or call 785-856-0877. And then the play of the game, another J name, you might have figured it out, going to go to Christian Jarrett. We call him CJ once he gets out there on the court. He had a really fun play, another one against Eli Richmond, which just scoring against him is a tough task.
It's a mountain of a man.
Yeah, and he had one where he basically double jumped like Mario and got around the outstretched hands of Richmond. It was a great bucket for him. I think it was even called a foul, wasn't it?
He drew the foul that actually got Eli into foul trouble with his fourth and got him to sit on the bench for quite a long time.
So CJ coming away with the player of the game. No, excuse me, the play of the game from Absolute Painting. Absolute play of the game from Absolute Painting. To take advantage of their winter interior special, book from November through February to get $1,000 off plus other great offers. Some restrictions apply. For details, call 785-333-9651. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute. And that is going to do it for us here. Thank you so much for tuning in for this away game. We've got another away game coming up next week on Tuesday in Lewisburg. Should be Reed McAvoy, Kevin McAvoy with you again for that one. Thank you for joining in with us. Apologies for the technical difficulties. And that'll do it for us. So for Reed McAvoy, Kevin McAvoy, go Cardinals, go Chiefs, and
Super
good
Bowl
night.
Chiefs.